Alright, you little mangy bill rats.
What's a bill rat?
I don't know if I want to look that up. I think I'll leave that in the dark.
Bilge, right? It's bilge is the lower part of a ship. Usually full of water and shit. So you get like
The more
rats
you
living down
learn.
there, and I work on a
Okay,
boat.
that's fine.
You know, like rats living down
I'm
there.
calling you... Never mind. Welcome
Yeah.
back. Last session, Rock Crusher, if you really want to know everything, just look at the video. I really don't care enough to explain. But the last session ended with you all meeting up with Praise King Althos for the first time, and him telling Virtue that they have been interacting with the Empress. So we will get right back into it at that exact
Oh shit.
spot where Althos says, "You've been talking with the Empress, haven't you?"
Um, I in some sort of trouble?
Well, with the Empress looking at you, probably not. The Empress was supposed to protect us, but she did little about the sort. Stuck in her own ways of learning about creating an army. Even after she died, her spirits still haunt us, and now it haunts you, too. Constantly being shoved around, stuck in scenarios created by her. You can't trust her. Not now, not ever.
Well, thank you for the warning.
What have you seen from her? What has she fed to you?
I suppose she's told me a little about her life. Showed me who she was. I wouldn't say she's fed me anything. More of explanations. Proof.
Except for how to guide you. Is that correct?
I suppose. No, I don't see it as her job to do so.
The Empress is supposed to be the one to guide everyone to prosperity. She guided us to the Bokuzo, guided the Bokuzo to us, but now we have to scramble through her garbage to find the smallest paths to get there.
I'm certainly sorry to hear that, but I'm sure you're happy to know I'm not getting any special treatment either. I've not been provided with guidance. As I've said, just information.
All right, then.
Okay, hold on. Out of character, Claire, you had to remind me. Was Virtue ever able to present the gift?
You presented your gift already, yes.
Okay. Virtue do a little bow. I was like, well, thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
He doesn't respond.
Ouch. Virtue's gonna walk away to let everyone else have a turn.
Yeah, that's what I missed.
Gift giving.
What?
Do not give him the dick and balls. Don't do it.
It's gonna lean forward to the what?
I guess I'll go up next and present the elvish cloak, and then put it, I guess, with the rest of the gifts.
You see his glowing eyes staring at you, but he doesn't say anything to you. You can almost sense judgment that he doesn't want to say out loud.
I really don't know if I should stay. I'll give like a small bow and give my hellos to him, and then if he doesn't say anything, I'm gonna scoot away.
Rockcrusher, do you want to try and give him a gift? On the fly?
Shit, no. Let me have a look.
It's his birthday.
So the main reason.
Mm-hmm.
I like go next to Virtue and be like, I thought this was gonna be a judge-free zone.
I do have a cock and balls actually in my bag. Whose birthday is it?
The big guy, King Althos.
Oh wow, okay, big guy. Shit. I'll root through the bag and just find the my beloved painting of a goblin.
What a sacrifice.
For real.
And I'll put it back in the bag.
As you're rummaging through your stuff, you can just hear him speak to you from far, saying, Sunseeker is able to do many things, control the dead, become stronger with the ritual circles, even repair them. That also means he can vaporize your very being. Do not act out of line, or else that will be your fate.
Just a minute, just a second. I'm working on it. I don't find Buck's hand.
No.
That's a while back. It's a bit.
It's an,
Nope, no, that's it. Nope.
that's an artifact. An ancient relic.
You know, I've just got a regular old greatsword. Just plain greatsword. You can have that.
Gotcha.
Good quality. It's a quality weapon, you know.
I'm not saying it's a bad gift, okay?
Looks good, you know. Mount it on a wall.
Yeah.
Shit ain't cheap either. That's 50 gold pieces there.
I'm not judging you for your great axe, okay? Go and put
Great
your
sword.
great sword. Please forgive me.
So a noble weapon.
You put your great sword very carefully on the table, along with many other gifts of different variety, we could say. And for a second, you just stand there for a second, not knowing if you're being excused, what you're supposed to be doing. But then he just looks over to you all, sort of standing in a little line, and says, You aim to kill the Emperor, don't you?
Oui.
I'm blanking. What's his name? Wolfsbane? Wolfsbane?
That guy?
Yes.
He's the emperor?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we're planning on killing that guy. I didn't realize he was an emperor as well. What?
Well,
Is
he
he an
kind of
empire?
runs the place.
It's not an empire, he's just one city. He's
You
like
know,
a feudal, he's like a lord at best.
He might have come up with, you know, the name new to make himself feel a little better, you know.
Well, I figured that much, but like, you know, it's an empire, you know, you gotta have kingdoms and stuff.
Okay, if you would rather be called a lord or an emperor, which one would you take?
I don't know,
Lord.
Lord's got a nice ring to it. An emperor's a bit, it's gaudy, you know.
Are you
I
finished?
don't want you.
Howdy.
Yeah, I don't want to be a bother. The guy's still waiting for us.
Oh,
I don't.
But yeah, I mean, Rakesh did say yes.
Yes, we are. We are planning on killing the Lord.
Right before Althos has a chance to respond to you, a familiar sensation begins to sprout. The floor, ceiling, and walls all begin to shake around you. The candlelight flutters for a moment, dimming the light around you as well. Althos stands, unfazed, but the same cannot be said for the rest of the room. Paintings jostle around the room, but don't quite fall. The table of gifts around Althos, including yours, all crumple under the pressure and fall to the ground. You hear muffled screams form from outside the room. It's so faint yet so loud that you could tell it's coming from very far away. As this screeching gets louder, you hear the ceiling begin to crack. Virtue and Daichi need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ah!
Please.
Eat. Ooh, that's a good number for the first roll of the day. Whoa. 21.
Okay, Daichi did not succeed.
Oh no.
So, you look up to the ceiling and see that the painting of the Ironblade Bokuzo along the ceiling cracks and begins to crumple to the floor. You can make it out, but Daichi does not seem to realize that the wall is falling from above her.
Could I make a check to, like, try and sort of
Yoink her.
shield her? Well,
Yeah, I
I
was
mean,
gonna say, I
yoink
could do the
or
same.
just sort of, like,
Mm,
hover over and, like, take the brunt of it, or...
you could either hold her and take all of the force, or you could roll a dex check to try and pull her out of it.
Dexterity check.
Yes.
I'm good at them.
Or you could just take the brunt without having to do the dice roll.
I
I was
rolled a
thinking of
3,
using my
so I think I'm going to be taking the brunt of it.
Okay, you originally reach out your hand to try and pull her out, but then realize that you're a bit too late, so you sort of jump on top of her, taking the brunt of the impact, and you take 28 bludgeoning damage from the ceiling collapsing on top of you.
It could be worse. It looks cool.
Yes.
Okay.
Protecting the few that you actually care about. Good for you.
Yep.
Althos still seems very unfazed by, the ceiling falling, but you do hear him mutter under his breath, "Cinderburn," with a very ticked-off tone. I thought we had a bit longer before that creature starts to act awry. You all are heroes, correct? Adventurers?
Well, I mean, you said it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, are you okay, Daichi? Sorry, I forgot about you.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just a little shaken, but thanks for taking the brunt, big guy. She, tries to help brush the rock from your shoulders. Just, fly up and take it off.
Thank you.
You see, Cinderburn has become rather loud, and it hates how much it's being trapped in a cage, and everyone up here is suffering for it. If I were to offer you all gold, would you travel to the creature and make sure it's still in its cage?
Yeah.
Before we do that, hold up. I want to.
Oh, well, okay, yeah.
I wanted to say something really quick. Obviously, a little hushed, so the guy can't hear, but knowing him, he probably can.
Yeah.
He did. I'm actually, Claire, really quickly, I want to make sure. He said out loud that he could repair the circle, correct?
He said out loud that Sunseeker can repair the ritual circles.
What if, instead of the gold, we ask for Sunseeker to repair the ritual circle after we do this?
Getting paid, though. You can buy cool things. You can buy mercenaries, you know?
But again, But we need that circle fixed, and I don't think mere gold will fix it.
Well, it can't hurt.
Well, what do you think's better, the gold or having someone fix something that we need more?
You use the gold to pay the person to fix the finger that we need.
We don't even know how much we're getting paid.
Well, let's ask. How much do you want to pay?
200 gold to split between your group however you want.
200.
Wait.
200 gold.
That's 66 per person.
That fucking sword I put on your table is 50 gold pieces.
And a permanent allyship between the Firestarters and the House of Praise.
Ah, god damn
Okay,
it.
that's good.
Okay, yeah.
That's actually a good one.
Yeah, you drive a hard bargain.
We'll take
You mean
it.
hard? Yeah, I'll take that.
Ooh,
Could I have a little? Could we have a little bit of a
point?
pointer to where Cinderbund is being caged, since don't really know ourselves.
You see movement at the very bottom of Althos's cloak. You don't really know what it is. Is it his legs? You don't really know what it is. But crawling out of Althos's cloak, you see a small black lizard with red near the tips of its tail, arms, and legs, with a blue line traveling from its head down to its tail. Althos doesn't say anything, but the lizard stares up at you.
I stare back at the lizard.
The lizard sticks out its tongue.
I stick out my tongue.
I understand it is humane to keep the creature locked up, but Aiger has hard time controlling it, and if it were to get out, it might go rampant in a deadly way. The Ironblade Bokuzo is a deadly one. It'd be similar to what happened in the underground before it sadly collapsed. But we don't have a master Bokuzo tamer to keep it at bay. I just need you to make sure it's there, then leave. That is all I'm asking you to do.
That's why I was just saying where it was, but we didn't know the exact location, so we could check and then leave.
This is your guide.
Oh.
She is not much, but it is the best that we can do with the scraps left from the Empress. Be careful. She is just a lizard.
Certainly, thank you.
Creed will escort you out when you're ready.
Okay.
Please go back to the party. And don't let the others know of this special arrangement.
Very well.
It's a secret. That's cool. I like that.
Cool.
Virtue will be until.
I'm gonna leave with Virtue.
Let's go.
You see the lizard follow you from along the ground, and Dicey immediately picks it up and just stares at it and going, "Wow. Isn't she cute? We should give her a name."
Why don't you name her Daichi?
I can't think of one. The only one I can think of is Fluffle Stiltskin.
That is perfect.
Fluffle Stiltskin. That is amazing.
Hey, Quasi said that I could get a bird once I'm old enough, but this is a pretty good replacement.
Certainly, though I think you have to give her back at some point.
Aww. She stomps up next to you, continuing to follow along. What will you do?
I think pretty sure I've done everything that I wanted to do in this place. So
Yeah.
if Ari or Rocker sure wants to do anything, seeing that now he's awake.
I think I'm fine.
I'm good.
So shall we go do it?
Fine, Creed.
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. You see Creed talking with a bunch of very high and mighty people. They're laughing very, I don't know how to describe it, but like wealthily, you know? Pompous prick-esque. And Creed slowly just steps away from the conversation, going, haha, of course, and just walks away. And as soon as his face is turned away, he sort of lets out a sigh of relief. And then he notices you and walks over. How are you enjoying the party? I saw that you went to go talk with Alphonse. Isn't he such a kind gentleman? Growing boy, of course.
I feel like I got judged.
Well, that's all of their kind.
I did just get here. I feel like people are pretty chill about.
Oh, you must be this Irax person that I've heard so much about. I'm Creed Sunseeker. Some people call me Father Sunseeker, but you can just call me Creed. You see him stick out a hand for a handshake, and as you look up, you see that his eyes are covered by a blindfold.
Right. Big guy, small guy.
Decently sized. He's not
Human,
like buff.
lizard.
He looks human. There is a picture if you look at the NPC list that's pretty close to what he looks like.
NPC list.
Yes. But he is a pretty even stature, not too muscly, but definitely not weak. He has long black hair braided, with the blindfold covering his face and a gentle smile always plastered across it.
Pleasure to meet you. Does the roof collapse at most parties? Is it like I've sort of been away for a while? Is it like trendy now? Like, ooh, can't wait for the roof to collapse.
Oh no. If anything, Cinderburn making a very loud point has become very accustomed, but not the roof collapsing, no.
Okay. Like, I'm pretty sure a bunch of people died. Like, I forget. That's a leg. Like,
Of yours? Or others?
oh no, it's not my leg, but like, someone's. There is a body under that rock, right? I mean.
Well, I assure you I would be able to tell when a spirit enters that plane. I am a warrior for the Shira Blades after all, so I will let you know if I ever see anyone pass on because of a falling roof.
That means this person's alive then.
Well, why didn't you help him then?
Shit, alright, fine. Don't fucking move the rock off the guy.
There's no rock on any person, but you can do what you want.
There is, I swear there was.
Okay. Ah, such a hero. The rock crusher himself.
Yeah, you guys never gonna walk again. So what can we do for you?
That is
I
what
think
I
what,
should be asking you.
I think what my friend is trying to say here is, we are ready to go.
Ah,
We have a few things to check on.
I understand. Please, come with me. I'll take you back down to the first floor.
Thank you.
I'm so confused. I have no idea who all these people are.
Virtue is gonna, like, just grab onto Rockrush's arm and start dragging him along.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have
Just
fallen
guys are
asleep. I had to
following.
drag you up 6 floors, okay?
That doesn't seem very smart.
I wanted to make sure you were part of the conversation. Even if you were passed out looking like a corpse on the floor. I got asked if I was lugging around a dead body.
Okay. Yeah, that was hard to explain.
It's very EP, you know. EP. Well, thank you.
As you're traveling down the stairs, Creed doesn't look back behind you, but you do hear him say, "One part that Athos keeps forgetting to remember, make sure that you bring evidence as to the creature still being in that cage. We can't just trust word, even if it's from you." All right.
Can I quickly ask, what do people bring as evidence?
We need to see the creature in the cage, whether you do it from a magical image of that, or from evidence that you've collected from the creature itself, or from a piece of the cage that might have chipped off. Anything that we can then investigate to have come from that location is fine by me.
Okay.
Looking for a spell.
I think one of the pseudo-dragons should be fine.
The pseudo-dragons can project images.
Into someone's mind, yes. Remember?
Okay. Yes, I remember that, but I wasn't sure, if the pseudo-dragon had to be something they could see, or they could just do anything, because I was thinking, if you use something like illusion, you can make it look like it's in there and it not be a true image, so that's why I'm like, how does one show true image?
I don't think that's how the pseudo-dragons work. If it is, I wish that was the case. You know how much I would have been using that? Could have made our lives a lot easier.
I believe it is not an illusion that can be molded.
No, I mean, what I was meaning is that does the pseudo-dragon have to see something in order to show someone? Or can they make anything to show someone? Kind of like how with major illusion or minor illusion, you can make something even if you haven't seen it.
I'm going with the pseudo-dragon has to see it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of how I thought it was.
Okay, you make it back to the first floor of the house, Rockcrusher being fairly confused about what each of the floors are, but not caring enough to actually taking into account of what they are. But back on the first floor, you all stand in the same spot that you originally came into the house, with that crookedy, disgusting sofa and all. All right, now please stand still while I get you out of here in less than a second. It was lovely meeting all of you.
Likewise.
Mm-hmm.
Pleasure.
The room around you becomes smoke that brushes away in the wind. The same sensation to what brought you in the house in the first place. The smoke and darkness quickly creep in and take up your entire vision. The only thing left that you can see is Creed standing with a gentle smile on his face. Oh, and one last thing. You have to work together to reverse fate. Our minds are more powerful and stronger than we believe. No guardian can take that away. And you see his head very slightly shift towards you, Rockcrusher. Good luck, and trust your gut. Before your vision turns entirely black, other than for Otto, who can see that you're all being moved through this unmarked cave. Your vision finally clears, and you stand in the alleyway right next to the door that you used to enter the house in the first place. It looks as if nothing has changed. The wealthy road compared to the rest of the struggling city, the modest amount of light cracking through the roof, the massive mobs littering the street demanding Rockcrusher's execution, everything seems very normal. The small lizard jumps out of Daichi's hands, and as soon as she hits the ground, she starts crawling away from you.
Start following.
Yeah, precisely following. Also, do we still have the clothes, or were we put back in our normal clothes?
No, you're back in your normal attire.
Okay.
Now, how are you following this lizard? Quietly. There are mobs on the streets.
I'm on all fours, scuttling across the ground, following it.
Trying to be sneaky, trying to blend in. I need to know.
Just I'm just fucking going for it. If someone gets
Well,
in
he's
my way,
the
they
conquered
get in the way.
mob. You're wanted.
Yeah, and what are they gonna do about it?
Okay.
Stop you?
You know what the average hit points for a peasant is?
I'm gonna
He's
do
gonna
the same thing I did
commit another
last time.
genocide.
Dragonborn.
Hey, self-defense.
Virtue, after seeing, like, kind of waits for a second, and then when Virtue starts seeing Rakkusher's gonna, like, very obviously not trying to be discreet at all, Virtue's kind of just gonna, like, sit there and very slowly follow from a distance. Not necessarily trying to be sneaky, but just, like, very far away, so I'm not associated with whoever the fuck that is.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same. I'm not gonna be too close to Rakkusher while he skittles. I'm gonna be a different Dragonborn and kind of walk a distance.
Daichi gets onto her tippy toes to whisper in your ear, Virtue, and she says, I think they're trying to connect spiritually.
I agree,
Yeah, like,
but I also think he's going to be a terrorist in more than one realm.
Hey, I'm just following a lizard. Following a lizard.
Rakkusher's really trying to break our record for how many times you can become a terrorist.
And this time I'm not getting involved.
Yeah.
I'd only have $2, but it's weird it happened twice.
Yeah.
Free.
3? Well, that to be 3, apparently.
Second time was in the same place.
You still killed a bunch of people, so...
Yeah,
It's still free
it's
genocide.
still a massacre. Anyways.
Not a massacre.
Okay, whatever you want to call it, you killed
enough
people. Enough people. The lizard continues to crawl on the streets of Zatharax, while the rest of you stay very, very far away from the rock crusher, who is on all fours following after this lizard. Rock crusher, you see that you thankfully have been avoiding most of the angry mobs and just find people looking at you very strangely. You even hear a guy or a little kid asking his dad, Dad, is that what puberty is? The dad does not respond. He just covers his son's eyes and moves quickly farther away from you. But, unfortunately, it does not always last like that. You see, this lizard, Fluffle, Stiltskin, I'm pretty sure, is very good at evading people until she's not. While she's attempting to crawl through a crowded mob of about 15 angry men, she gets grabbed by one and picked up off the ground. It doesn't seem malicious. He was just curious to see the lizard that was lying on the ground, but he does seem curious to not put her down either, shoving her into his pocket and continuing to chant.
That's a good. I'm gonna. Do we all see this?
You are too far away to see this. Rock Crusher's the only one.
I'll just keep following and then wait until I'm right next to the guy.
You get closer to the mob and you see most of them look over towards you and immediately start chanting out towards you, holding out their weapons and their shields, and they're fired. They're not letting you any closer. They're calling for the guards.
I just turn around. Virtue, can I?
Virtue's too far away at this point to really do much.
Yeah, no, when Virtue sees the mob starting to chant, Virtue's kind of just staying at distance,
I'll turn around. Could you guys just give me a second?
You turn around and you see a shark man standing there with his arms crossed.
Oh god, not the fucking guy. Can you bear with me a second as well? I'm just gonna fly 5 feet up. Well, maybe 10 feet into the air. Just thaumaturgy. Just shout at Virtue. These guys took the lizard.
Oh god.
Rock Crusher does a 22 hit you.
It would, but I have a tail that I can use as a reaction.
Okay. You immediately see a spike come out of the ground, and you manage to evade this spike ever so slightly, but it does sort of tick you off, and it sort of initiates the rest of the mob to also start to attack you as well. Can you roll initiative?
Joy. Give me a second, get some music going.
Oh god.
Rock really is about to become a
Yeah, that's
terrorist.
pretty shit. That's an 11. It's not a terrorist, man. They fucking attacked me.
The rest of you can roll initiative too if you want to engage in combat as well, but you do not have to.
That's
Out of character, really. Oh, if we decide to engage in this, what do we gain?
Personally, I don't believe I should, since I am
Fence.
associated with the arrow.
Same.
Yeah,
I would be, no, you're not associated with the arrow. You were a prisoner to the arrow.
Yeah, well, I was dealing with some mental health issues at the time. Okay, and you
I
guys
am
don't appreciate.
I am a part of the arrow, and if I engage, then I'm putting everyone in the arrow in danger. So, as a good member of a community, I'm going to turn a blind eye to this.
Pussy.
I am sorry. I want to help you.
Pussy.
the only
Sure.
problem
Otto?
I have, I'm trying to think for myself. The only problem I have is with Jinx. And I know his ass does not like me. And I'm
His ass doesn't
debating.
like me. Yeah, I can do a little bit of like support, maybe. You know, just hang around, maybe even a little bit of something.
Well, you've taken a bit too long, but you can always say that you want to join combat whenever you want. But first
Yeah, that
up
works.
is this spiked man himself. Jinx pulls back and he gets a little bit of running start and he jumps up and he manages to just pat you across the shoulder. Oh, I need to get my dice out. What the fuck am I doing? My god.
Nice.
My dice, yeah. I need more than I have.
Oh no.
I was about to use the one that's connected to the D&D Beyond. You don't get to see what dice I'm rolling. You take 42 necrotic damage from an afflict wounds to your back.
Ow.
I sent you some.
I'll use my reaction to vengeful assault. Make a fucking attack against this guy.
Okay, dokie.
There's a Graper Master, by the way. Yeah, whatever that. Take 5 is 22 hit.
It does. It does.
Huge. That is a 25 points of damage.
Okay. Ouch.
Yeah, slashing variety.
Okay, next up is a few of the mob members.
Come at me.
You see one of the two of the mob members pull out a rope and attempt to lasso you to the ground. Oh boy. Okay, it seems one of them miss as you're fluttering your wings too fast for it to latch on, but the other one does connect around your left wing. And that person, along with about 7 other mob members, hold on to the rope, keeping you in place, or attempting to, unless you try and move around. Rock Crusher, it's your turn next.
They were like pulling hard on the ropes, it's like a tug of war kind of thing.
Yes, you could call it a tug of war.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna have a bonus action. I would like to enter a rage.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and move back a bit so they're like pulling on it really hard, like they're leaning, sweating, and then I'm gonna charge them. Try and throw them off balance.
Okay.
I don't know, would it really? Really want to do that? How many of them you said there was?
8 in total tugging onto you.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I need all of them to make dexterity saves.
Oh, okay. 17.
Fails.
16.
Fails.
Nat 20.
Succeeds.
21.
Succeeds.
My god, 19.
Beats it.
18. 11. And 7. That's,
Okay, the ones that made the save take 9 points of fire damage.
okay.
And the ones that failed it take 17. You round up, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okie dokie. It seems all of them have survived that attack.
You still holding on to the rope?
Yes, and it seems some of them are Dragonborns as well. So.
Okay, cool. Can I try and like grab the lizard from someone's pocket? Can I see which one it is? There's like a.
You can see who it is, but the mob is sort of all crowded around that you don't know how well it would take. So I'd say it would take a action to attempt to grab the lizard.
Okay. I'm just gonna fly up into the air, try and get out of their reach.
Okay, can you make a strength check?
Advantage because I'm raging. 22.
Okay, you do manage to outbeat the rest of the people. Some of them let go of the rope, but the rest of them that were holding on, you manage to outbeat and can pull the rope from out of their grasps.
Skill issue. I'm gonna look around just while I'm up there. I'm just have a look around for everyone. I'm like, yeah. They're gonna see virtue.
Yes, you do see the rest of your party watching you, but you also see that you're growing more attention around you as well. You even see that you have gained some attention from the Capitol building as they are rearranging cannons in your direction.
God damn it, this just seems very irresponsible.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. The next little bit. How high did you fly up?
Man, I can only move like. I probably used a good bit of it trying to do the rope pulling thing, so probably like.
I'd say cut it in half.
Okay, probably, yeah, like 20 feet up.
Okay. You see that none of them really have distanced weapons, but you do see the mob members disperse ever so slightly to start calling on guards and to sort of alert the rest of the city about your location. But next is Jinx. Rockrusher, you hear and see Jinx snap his fingers, and within an instant you feel calm as you go out of rage.
Oh, well, fuck, I just calm my emotions, me.
And Jinx turns his head to look over to the rest of your friends. And he starts walking towards them. Not even paying attention to you, Rockrusher.
I'm not like this.
But
Well,
that is the end of his turn. And Rockrusher does a 17 hit you.
no.
Does I forgot I have to roll this twice. 24, that's what has hit you.
It would. Come on. No, it doesn't anymore.
Okay. You see 2 cannonballs get shot in your direction, but you are able to evade them fairly well, not taking any of the damage.
Nice.
And next is your turn.
See, Jinx is walking towards Virtue and Otto.
Mm-hmm. But you do see Virtue running into an alleyway.
How far away is he?
He is about 40 feet away from you, but he's still about 20 from reaching the rest of the party.
God damn it. So that's fine. Flying there. I'll intercept him. It's gonna land in front of him.
Wow, I guess you do really care about your friends.
I mean, yeah, but I don't really want you to kill them. It's... But yeah. Okay, whatever. Eat shit, fish boy. Only 2. Bonus action rage. I'm gonna do this all day. We make 2 reckless grip and master attacks against his ass.
Okay.
First one's a 19 to hit.
That does not.
Aye. Ooh, no. Okay, they all miss. They both miss.
They both miss, however, your 19 to hit. It does not hit, you do not hit Jinx, but you do feel your body, without control of yourself, turn around and charge directly towards Otto. And Otto's a 19 hit you.
Thankfully not.
Then you do not hit Otto.
Not this again.
What's going on here, guys?
But when you run away, does a 24 hit you?
It would. I have a tail. Oh, no, it still hits. I only rolled a 2. Yeah, that hits.
Okay, you feel this piercing pain in your back as you run away from Jinx. Not by your own will, but you still ran away from him. And you take 28 piercing damage, and...
Is that already halved?
No, it is not. 4 necrotic damage. That is not halved either.
Did you rage again after he canceled your rage?
Yeah.
He did.
Okay.
Is it 28?
Yes, 28 in total.
Okay, 14, and then... What? 4 necrotic, you say?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Alright.
It is still your turn, though, so...
What have I done? I think I've done everything that I can. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. As you finish, you hear a voice very familiar to you. You can recognize as Virtue's in the back of your head. What do you say, Virtue?
Brain fog. Okay, I did not say that. Okay. I nabbed the lizard. Let's get out of here before you get yourself killed.
Okay. It's not my turn though. I'll catch up in a minute once the peasants have had that go.
Enter a little bit more. You see a group of 6 guards charging in your direction, all wielding a longsword. This is quite a few. Oh my god. That's and I've rolled really bad. Okay. Actually, I don't think... What's your AC?
21.
None of the attacks hit you.
Oh. Let's go.
But they still act as sort of a barrier as they circle around you, making it a little bit harder for you to move. And then...
Shame.
Does a...
42.
No, it's not a 42. It is actually a 12, so...
Oh, nice.
You see, as you're sort of being pushed around by all of these guards, you see one of the guards get impaled from a spike from the ground, and Jinx just say, brain rotten. Seems as they've helped you get out of being impaled by a spike.
Skill issue.
I can imagine that he pushes, the guard pushes Rock Crusher and it gets impaled, and he's like,
Yeah, he gets impaled and immediately flops over, dead. You see that it was a very strong attack that you just missed thanks to that guard. You should give him a bit of respect from it.
Sure.
Sure. All of the guards attempt to hit you again, but they cannot.
Nice.
And next, it is your turn.
These guards, are they looking? They're looking rough. They're looking roughish.
Other than the one that's dead, they haven't been touched.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna use my action to disengage and then just fly away.
Okay.
So no opportunity attacks.
Yes. Virtue and Otto, you ran away from that whole fiasco as soon as you could, with Daichi and Lotus at your side.
I'm gonna just find an alleyway and just disguise myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick a different thing to become after this.
Combat is over. Virtue,
Right,
where did
well-
you run? In Rock Crusher, where are you looking to find them?
I feel like, I'm curious. After, I believe the invisibility would have gone away as soon as I casted a spell, correct?
Yes, as soon as you casted message, it went away.
Okay. Virtue probably would have just, like, slinged through alleys, trying to stay away from the main crowd while holding this lizard, seeing if they could see Rock Crusher flying.
You see Rock Crusher flying in the air before he dips into an alley, but you can't really tell exactly where that alley is.
Yes, and I'll begin investigating the area.
Okay. You investigate around with your little gang of people around you. And you're looking through alleyways trying to avoid the noise, but you eventually take a little bit of a resting spot to make sure that you aren't being followed. And you hear the small sound of pittering feet along the ground and small awks, as if it's coming from a bird following you.
Do any of us have ever seen this kind of
So
bird?
I was about to say, so we just hear it, we don't see it, right?
You hear it coming from a distant alleyway, but it is getting closer. You're not going insane.
I guess slowly waiting to see what squawking thing is coming towards us.
You wait.
Most of the birds I've met are nice.
You wait, tensed up a little bit, hoping that the bird that you find is nice. And as you see more of this bird, you recognize it to be Breaker down an alleyway.
Oh my god.
It seems like he's not even looking for you. You see him, and then he turns back around, and you're like, oh my god, it's Breaker. So you start to follow him, and you turn a corner and see him head first in a dumpster.
Oh.
And then you see him pull out this tiny little gem and then crush it under his beak and then look back into the dumpster.
Do we get him? Do we leave him?
Breaker?
You see his head perk up, but he's still in the trash can.
Oh, goodness, I haven't seen you in forever. Rich kind of like walks over to him. Not touching him, kind of waiting for him to pull his head out of the dumpster.
You see him try to pull his head out of this massive bin of God knows what. And instead of pulling his head out, his body falls into the dumpster.
Oh no.
And Rock Crusher, as you're trying to find the rest of your party members, you can hear sort of a loud "ack" as it falls into the dumpster.
I recognize that squawk anyway. That's my dear friend, Breaker.
First she kind of like peeks.
You're helping him out? Sorry, you're both talking at the same time.
Yeah, like look and see why he kind of just went down, and as long as he's not stuck, I'm gonna just kind of help him, like lift him out.
You both slowly peek your head in, trying not to laugh, and you see him head first in a bag of, you don't know if it's old clothes, old food, it's something, and it doesn't smell good, and it's sort of a little bit wet.
Ugh.
Not me.
No, I'm good thing I have a cleaning stone. I'm gonna like get him out.
Yeah, he pokes his head out, and you try to get him out, even though he is a kank, he doesn't have any arms, but he sort of tries to fly out as much as he can, and as soon as he like latches onto the side of this dumpster with his feet, he shakes all of his feathers out, whipping some of the water, I don't even know if it's water, the sludge onto you, Virtue, and Lotus.
I'm immediately getting out the cleansing stone and just start using it like, oh god, on myself. Like, oh god, disgusting. So now I smell nice and I'm clean. I don't know about these two.
First she kind of just reluctantly wipes it off. Like, lovely.
Breaker does
Like
not
stone.
smell good, I can tell you that.
I guess I'll use the cleaning stone on them as well, being like, alright, we'll just use this, you smell nicer.
My god, Breaker, what have they done to you?
Rock Crusher! As he sort of jumps down before you can touch him with the stone, and immediately jumps over to Rock Crusher, and you are basically stopped in your tracks based off of how disgusting this Kenku has become.
I'm disguised. Okay.
Well,
I thought like some random like let's go with like a tiefling.
ooh, that's fun. Then I recon my
God,
statement because I
tiefling.
forgot about that. You are still stopping your tracks based off of how disgusting this bird
So
is.
just oh, it's me, guys.
Hi, me.
Hi, me.
Yes, you got the lizard.
Yes. We're just kind of gonna pull out the lizard from their bag.
Okay.
You see
Okay.
Breaker immediately tried to eat the lizard.
No.
No. Lizard is
Friend.
friend, not food.
Friend?
Friend.
Friend.
Food?
No.
And then he just jumps down, fanning out his newly cleaned feathers from Otto.
Yeah, you keep hold of the lizard. If I try to like hold something, it's gonna like float. The proportions are all wrong.
Oh, yes.
It's an illusion.
Right.
Yeah, I don't actually look like this. My head's here. I'm gonna like just smack into the empty space above my head.
You know, you aren't awfully that tall. Why don't you just change into someone as tall as you?
Well, he stands out.
I suppose. Well, that could have definitely gone better. What were you thinking?
You didn't start another genocide. That's good.
I thought that we were supposed to be following the lizard. Okay.
Yes, but, you know, you could have turned into this eons earlier.
Would have made our lives easier.
Okay, you make a good point. I was a little zealous and expected like everyone would be trying to kill me.
Well, I mean, everyone has been chanting to execute Rock Crusher for like a week now, so...
Yeah.
I've been away. Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot I had to drag your dead body. Are you sure you don't have a condition?
Maybe.
Sleeps you too much?
Narcoleptic.
I think he's just getting old.
Oh no, does that happen in old age?
Yes.
Yeah, sadly.
Yes, I need my prune juice.
Hmm.
Kid these days.
From the amount of poor eyesight, lack of sleep, his age is just getting to him.
Oh
I'm just gonna
no.
like I've got like a set of clothes in my adventurer's gear. I'm just gonna like do like a trouser leg and cut it into like a strip of cloth, and then just tie it around the lizard. Make a little lead. Yeah, like a dog leash.
Oh my god, I love
Okay. Make a survival check.
Can I help?
Do you
Yes.
want to help?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, roll with advantage.
That was 2 frees. That's a 9.
You
Maybe I should have
take
rolled. I have
out
a
a
+9.
spare.
I have a +6 to survival.
You take
I'm a
out
+9.
a spare set of clothing, and you start to try and mess with it to make it fine enough and small enough to be a lead. But you're sort of mismatched aligned placement of where your actual hands are and where the tiefling hands are makes you a bit too overconfident, and you completely rip the pans into something completely unusable. Even with Virtue trying to like stop and slow you down, you're like, no, I got this, and you just rip it beyond repair.
Yeah, shit. You want to do this, Virtue?
Do you even have any more cloth to use?
I mean, yeah, use the other trouser leg.
Sure, I'll try.
I've never worn trousers in my life.
Why do you have them?
Right, no, they just came with the pack. Alright? You have them as well.
What?
You know the pack they give you when you become an adventurer? You send off in the mail for it. And it's like...
I never sent anything in the mail.
Virtue never got signed up officially. You're the only one that went through the paperwork.
I mean, what you guys?
Can I roll to?
You guys aren't in the union?
Yep. They're not in the group chat.
Holy shit! You fucking scabs.
Oh, okay. So that would be an. I rolled a 9, but I have a +9, so that's gonna be an 18.
You guys are scaring me. Virtue, you have a lot better time without Rock Crusher's help making a lead for this little lizard. You just take a strip of the trousers and then tie it gently around the lizard's stomach and then sort of let go and let the lizard roam freely. And she immediately starts walking, or I guess crawling away, not really paying attention to anything around her. And you sort of have to pull her back to keep her from moving around. But it's always consistently in the same direction, so you know that they didn't just give you a lizard.
All right, you're ready to head out with our new little, well, not new, old friend.
With our fluffle stout skin.
Yes. Let's see. I'm just gonna get my. Well, because I'm wearing my cloak, I'm gonna take the cloak off, and suddenly it'll just appear because it's been disconnected from the illusion. I'm gonna wrap it around Daichi. Sort of, it's way too big. Sort of makes it look like a sort of black blob.
Okay.
Yeah, you stand out, and they know what you look like. So.
Oh.
Disguise is on.
Right. Ooh, we should make code names.
No, well, I already have a code name.
Does it count as a code name if everyone's using it?
Yes, that's the point of a code name.
Oh.
So, am I calling you me?
What? No.
All right, your code name is me. Okay. What do you want yours to be?
You could just use Amar.
Amar? Okay, how about you?
You know what? You seem creative. Why don't you come up with one?
Shadow Blade.
No. How about Pale?
Pale? What?
Yeah, it fits you.
Rocket.
You know what? Sure. Let's stick with Pale. And I'll probably, because my disguise already didn't see one, so I'll probably go into a white, pale Dragonborn.
And I'm Mothra.
Okay, yeah, that's cool as hell. Oh, can I be Godzilla?
You're already me.
No, I'm me.
Yeah, you are me.
No, I'm me. You're you.
I'm not you. I'm Mothra.
Yes, and I'm Godzilla now. Okay.
Okay, me. You could be Godzilla.
Hell yeah. High five.
She tries to use her wings to jump up to your hand, but she can't, and she just falls to the ground.
Yeah, it's completely awful as well because my hand's not actually where it looks like where my hand is, or I nearly hit her in the face. It's just awful.
She falls down flat on her butt. You know, it's fine.
Okay.
Moving around.
Yeah, let's go take our lizard for a walk.
Yes. Virtue's just gonna put on the mask and then I put up their hood and just taking the lizard for a walk. You know, that's suspicious person.
Now, I'll ask you again. Are you trying to blend in, be sneaky, or something else?
Bit of both, you know?
I'm gonna say I'm probably going to... So, this is gonna be my strategy. I'm gonna see where the lizard wants to go, and then if we're gonna go through a crowded area, I'm gonna pick up the lizard and try to be sneaky around the crowded area in the direction the lizard wanted to go. Then when it's no longer crowded, put the lizard back down.
Okay, so you're trying
like what you do with a dog when you're going into an area
going
with
across the road. Okay.
I'll cast Pass Without a Trace. Plus 10 to all stealth rolls.
Can everyone roll a stealth for me?
Oh, I am getting some
Thank you
shitty
for the
rolls.
plus 10.
Apparently all of you are making shit rolls, so...
Well, that's a 2 plus 5 plus 10, so technically still 17.
My god. My god.
Rolled the 2, got a 17 stealth.
That is gonna be
That's
an 18.
D&D. What did you roll, 3?
5.
Okay. Otto?
Yeah, give me a sec. 19.
Alright.
Oh, 17, 18, 19. Wow.
I'll keep that in mind.
Thank God for that password of Trace, man. We'd been so
You guys would
fucked.
be absolutely... You'd be... Okay.
Oh wait, I got past that trace. I didn't even realize.
Okay.
That was, like,
No need to brag. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
29.
No.
Gotcha.
No. You're keeping that 18 because it was too perfect. We got 17, 18, 19.
Well, I guess you're not using Pass Without a Trace.
Wow, that's mean. What?
Hey, your friends have decided for you, man, okay?
Fuck.
You tend to try and stay in Leslie crowded areas until Fluffle Stillskin wants to go through more crowded areas because it seems she takes direct paths and doesn't really delve past that too much. It seems that Rock Crusher's little fiasco has definitely added some flame to the fire. It seems that now the guards who before weren't really paying attention to the mobs are now arming the mobs with higher quality weapons and armor. They have now bows. They have higher quality armor that won't allow someone to hit them. They have more shield. You hear from passing conversations that Emperor Ashford himself is funding these attacks. I knew this would be for a good cause. Maybe I'll be the one to maybe I'll become an official Emperor's Guard if I'm the one to kill that animal. No, I want to be the one to do it. They gave me this fancy axe, and I want the first blood shed to be his. It's, usual stuff.
Kind of like when in like a completely empty area, kind of like goes up to me, and is like, I think you have a lot of fans.
Mm-hmm.
They're a little obsessive.
Stardom,
Indeed.
At one point in time, you see Breaker go God knows where, and then a few moments later he comes back, but he has this tiny little speck of gold attached to his beak. But he just goes back by Rock Crusher's side and keeps following along with the lizard. That's Breaker. He's a little special.
We love that.
The lizard travels to the outskirts of Zatharax, finally getting you away from all of the mobs. Along the walls, not that have caves in them, but the ones that are directly under the holes in the ceiling, letting in the small amount of natural light that this entire city gets. The lizard jumps onto the wall and starts skittering up it at a rapid pace, heading towards the light above.
Skitter after it.
Rock Crusher can skitter after it. What are the rest of you doing?
Wait, could you repeat that? Sorry, I was dying.
The lizard makes her way to the walls of Zatharax, directly underneath the holes in the ceiling that are letting in natural light, and she begins climbing up the wall to get to those holes, presumably going up.
So she's not gonna get too far.
Yeah, she doesn't get too far, but you can tell that she's going up.
Oh boy. Right. First, she's gonna kind of like pick up a lizard and kind of look at Rock Crusher and is like, "Can you?" You kind of like look around and like, think of flying. Do you think you could just like make your form have wings for a second, so it doesn't look like you're levitating?
Give me a second. I'll sort of just hold another cloak over myself, and I'll disguise myself again as a Aarakocra.
Wow. Haven't seen one of those in South Arax before.
Oh, I mean, tieflings can have wings, damn.
Tieflings have wings, I think.
They
Feral
can.
tieflings have wings.
So, okay, retcon. A tiefling. Wings.
Feral tiefling, activate.
Ghost feral. That's not on a character.
Okay. Oh boy, I sure do love being a tiefling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, what do you want?
Up. Points at the hole.
Up. Okay, it's me then.
Like,
Chloe.
you want me to, like, lift you up?
Mm-hmm.
So, what's her name again?
Oh, Flumple Stillskin.
Yes, Fluffle Skillskin wants to go up there. So where we need to go is up there.
Okay, cool. Like, hold out your arms.
Percy's going to do that to the best of their ability while holding a lizard.
Well, lizard's
Yeah.
teeny, so you're chill.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, Otto, come here.
Yep, I'm coming.
You can jump on the back.
Yep, and I will just get on.
And I'll just pick up Virtue under her armpits and just sort of try and fly up to the hole carrying, like, 2 people and a lizard.
Okay.
Oh,
You got-
3 people. Daichi can fly, actually. That's fine.
You got very lucky that Daichi and Breaker both can fly, so you don't have to deal with them.
Can Breaker fly? Well,
Yes.
Okay.
You've seen him do it before.
I ain't gonna question it.
He does use his wings often, but thanks to your oh so high stealth checks, you can assume that you can make it up there without getting any eyes on you. And you do make it all the way up to the light. You head through the hole in the ceiling and land on a very wide patch of ground. It's been a while since you've last seen the full light of day. Winter has finally wilted away fully, and spring has officially begun to sprung. You find yourself in an open grass patch on the side of the mountain. There are still considerable rock formations all around you, forming a wall from the rest of the mountain. So you can assume that normal travelers, or even people from the Mountain Blades, don't exactly know where this place is. It looks to be close to the mountain peak, but not as far up to reach the Mountain Blades. This area is open with grass, bushes, flowers, budding trees, everything. It doesn't very look out of the ordinary. In this circular area, half of it is just that, blooming nature, but the other half is a bit different. There's a very large archway leading deep into the mountainside. This does not look like the cave tunnels that resemble those to get to the Cursed Dragon Cave. They have grassy paths with simple flowers lining them. There are holes in the tunnel allowing for even more natural light to shine in. And there are even water streams along either side of the tunnel. The only thing off with it is a slight gray tint to everything from inside the cave. It almost looks like everything from inside of it is grayscale.
I'm sure that's nothing.
Can I, mark this hole on... I'm assuming we have a map on us of, the outside of, the top side. Can I mark where this is approximately on the map? Is there anything I could, gauge where we are?
The only thing that you can gauge is hearing the mountain blades above you. So you know that you're close enough to the peak to be close to the head or the mountain blade capital. And most of the time you can hear it because you hear a lot of shouting, shooting, things blowing up. It doesn't sound pleasant, but you can definitely hear people coming from from there.
Mountain blades are getting a lot going on. Alright, then could I just mark an estimate, like a circle area proximity of where it could be, for the future if we need to get back down here again without going through the front door?
Well, you can't see from above the rocks where exactly on the mountain you are, but from gauging which hole you went from Zathorax, seeing as you were from the base of the mountain, is the very front of the Zathorax, all the way up to basically the mountain peak. You can assume that you're near the west-ish, maybe northwest side of the mountain peak.
Okay. Just gonna
of Espravura
circle.
Mountain. To be,
Circle.
there's only one, but be specific.
Yes. Gonna circle a little proximity area and then mark it, and there you go. Who's going in Spooky Cave first?
Yeah, sure. Fuck it.
Virtue's gonna put down the lizard just to make sure this is where we're supposed to go.
Oh yeah, I'll put down everyone else.
Yeah. You see the lizard walk over and sit right in front of the entrance, looking up at you.
Gonna pick up lizard again. Kind of like put him in a bag, like, you know, one of those, like the dogs that are just like in the purses.
Mm-hmm.
And then, up. Let's go in.
They can stay with Tiamat if they want in the little pocket dimension.
I thought Tiamat wouldn't eat it.
I'll ask her. Like, reach into the fluff of my cloak and just pull out Tiamat and you eat the lizard.
I mean, probably, yeah. I'm a cat.
Yeah.
Why don't we have one of the super dragons watch?
She says, probably, yeah. Sorry to interrupt you. Back in the pit.
Are you sure that the pseudo-dragons wouldn't eat it?
I mean, I've thought about eating it, I won't lie.
I have too. I only eat
Virtue's
grass.
holding the lizard, like, offended. Poor the lizard.
Oh, wait, I can speak of animals. Hey, lizard, do you speak?
You see the lizard look over to you, and it doesn't necessarily speak, but you could tell that there's something special about this lizard, but it doesn't respond to you.
Wait, lizard. Right, it's not in a speaking mood.
I'm sure the super dragon eat the lizard.
It's my pocket lizard. Let's go.
Hold on to the lizard.
Okay, damn. First one of my super dragons, now a lizard. What's next?
Who was the first person to go into the cave?
Me.
Give me a second.
Oh god.
I'm sorry.
The DM's planning.
You take 48 lightning damage, and you fly back, hitting the rock wall. The entrance and any other hole that would allow another entry point glows. It seems like there's a magical force behind it, keeping you out.
Can we see past the force at all? Is there
You can see into the cave, yes, but it seems like this entire cave is sealed with some sort of energy keeping you from entering.
Right, what can we see from where we're standing? As close as we can get to the force field without being thrown.
Fucking smoldering rock crusher.
Looking in, you see a complete straight path. It goes a bit farther past your dark vision can see, and it's just a grassy path with flowers on either side and a watery sort of small river traveling as well.
Okay.
I can see up to 100, I think 120. Can I see anything further?
It just keeps going straight.
Damn,
it's one of those things where it goes so straight that you can't really see past it. It's not because of darkness, it's just because solely of how big it is.
Okay.
I'll let you guys figure this out. I'm gonna have a quick nap. Try and take a short rest.
Take a short.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell
me how many points you get back, and I'll try and heal the rest. So, Birch is kind of gonna like look at the lizard. It's like, is there another way in? It's a guy.
The lizard looks at you. Sticks out
He
his
says
tongue.
no. Hmm. Also, do you have to spell magic at all? Anything that could possibly, or detect or whatever?
I have detect. I don't have dispel. I can detect what this is.
Yeah, let's try and figure out what this is first.
Alright, detect magic. And let's see what's where.
Is that a ritual spell? I don't remember.
I think it is.
It is.
Seems like all of you are taking a short rest.
Wait, is it? Wait, hold up.
I get a long rest.
When
Concentration that I have for 10. That I can have up to 10 minutes.
What a day
It's
to
not a
be.
ritual spell.
Oh boy.
Sorry, I misread it.
Let me look at this.
By the way, Ricochet, you get a.
It is a ritual spell.
It is?
You get 20 more hit
It says
points
level
back
1 ritual.
with whatever else you got, Rock.
Alright, I'm figuring this shit's being annoying.
Okay.
Alright, that's
different.
That's 12d12 plus 72.
While Otto casts this ritual, the rest of you sort of take the time to take a quick rest, a 30-minute nap. I'm not saying that the ritual takes 30 minutes, just that's how long the short rest is. Rock Crusher, while you're laying on the ground, sort of trying to heal from that unfortunate blunder that you took.
I'm back full.
Well, you're still lying on the ground taking a bit of a rest.
Hit by goddamn lightning.
True, yeah, that's unfortunate. You see Breaker walk over and plop down right next to you. You see him start poking around, very gently and very innocently. Seems that the curiosity is getting to the best of him. He looks around to all of your items on your belt, taking every one. He looks at your sword, cape, even pecks at your enchanted book that you have attached to your waist. You could take the bird out of the curiosity, but never the curiosity of the bird, whatever that phrase is. He leans away from you after pecking the book, and you see that tiny little gold speck is gone from his beak. Past Breaker, you see this light hint of gold catch your eye on one of the items attached to your belt, specifically the Manual of Bodily Health. It's glowing gold and falling to the ground. As soon as it touches the floor, it turns into a small pile of sand on the ground.
That doesn't really matter. I still get the benefit. I read the book.
And Breaker says, "For the RKP," silently, without any malicious intent to it, but he still says it.
I'm sorry, what, Breaker?
He looks over to you, not saying anything. And then he jumps up and starts moving around like he curiously always does. It doesn't seem like anyone but you heard what he said. You're the only one that heard it.
Fuck, Virtue, wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, you don't sleep. Anyway, yeah, it turns out Breaker was the one turning all that shit to sand.
Really?
Yeah, he just did that book. You know, my cool book makes me healthy. Well, made me healthy. Now it was just a book, but I was gonna give it to like you in like 100 years, and then you could be healthier. Either way, yeah.
Or she's like, looks surprised, like staring down at the sand, and back at Breaker is like, do you think he even knows what he's done?
I don't know, but he did say for the RKP. So, we probably should have, like, kept closer tabs on him.
Apparently Chef has gotten to him while we weren't there.
Yeah.
I mean...
Kill him? He has betrayed us.
What does he even know he has?
But I don't know. He's not like an idiot. He just can't speak.
He's not an idiot, but not. He is a bird.
Yeah, and I'm a lizard.
I think I'm more closely related to a dragon, which are much more intelligent than lizards,
okay,
but...
true, but I mean, you do get lizard men. Okay, those guys they're like cousins. None of those are cool. They can breathe underwater though, which is pretty baller. Then again, so can I actually.
What do you want to do?
Leave on a desert island with no water, and a single shot in a pistol.
As a rock,
Hard labor. Sell them as a slave or something.
Second pirate
Okay.
reference. I don't know how that
okay,
happened.
we are stopping with
Or make him walk the plank.
We are stopping with the slavery, alright?
No.
No.
Cut off his wing or
No.
something.
No!
That's what you do, like thieves, you know, cut off a hand. It's actually a really bad system because then they can't work and they have to be thieving more.
Breaker.
He looks over to you.
Turn around and everything's just sand.
seems as he was just sort of around Daichi and she was trying to talk to him, but he looks over to you.
Are you?
Turning everything to sand.
What has the RKP taught you? Bad things, good things. Rock Crusher good, Rock Crusher bad.
Rock Crusher, kill.
Oh.
Betty.
Breaker.
Does Breaker want Rock Crusher dead or no dead?
Kill Betty. No. Bad.
So you turn my stuff to sand?
You see him take his beak down and fluffle with something underneath his wing, and you see he has that gold speck on his beak again, and he walks over to you.
I'm not even fucking touch me with that.
You see that he leans in to try and touch the cloak that you have around your neck, but you move out of the way.
That has my cat in it.
Oh god.
I mean, you tried to turn my shit to dust. Like, what do I do, Virtue? Tell me what to do. I can't disappoint you if you tell me what to do.
Honestly, Rock Crusher, this is the one time that I have no fucking clue. I don't think he wants to kill you, but he obviously thinks what you have done is bad.
But it wasn't good. But I like my stuff. I can't kill him. I feel bad about that, and that just sort of proves the point, really.
He tries to lunge at your cloak again. It seems as if he's almost playing a game with you, as every time you move away, he flutters more excitedly.
I just, grab him by, the fucking collar or something and just hold him up so he can't, get near me.
While he's being held up, can I, check around, you said he was under his feathers when he got the bit. Can I check around that area to see if there's, a pouch or anything like that, on him?
It doesn't look like he has a pouch under his feathers. It does seem like there's this slight shimmer of gold under his skin. But there's nothing in the feathers, and there's no pouch of stuff.
Is it on his other wing, or is it just the one?
It seems as if it's just in the one wing. The sort of, I guess I could say armpit area of the wing, but...
I'm gonna kind of, point it out, be like, he got something there.
I think it's more of the golden things that are making things into sand.
Grab him by his ankle
Yeah.
and just like shake. All this like stuff falls on the ground.
He doesn't seem to have any items. All that falls to the ground is this small dagger that was tucked in between his feathers. But you've seen that before.
Just tie him up and leave him on the side of a mountain. That's sort of like letting nature take its course, right?
That seems a little. Not really nature let it take its course. You're kind of just.
Well, I think he probably did just try to kill Tiamat because he destroyed the cloak while Tiamat's in the cloak.
Everything close. I don't think.
Yeah.
They were fully aware of what's gonna happen.
That ignorance is not a defense.
It's not, but
I say we can either send him away, or if you do want to tie him up, let's at least put him somewhere where someone will find him at some point. Maybe tie him up and leave him here for now, while we are in this area, and then maybe toss him to the side somewhere. I think it's the kindest thing we can do after he's trying to destroy your things.
There's like a fucking slap on the ass or something.
Look, you don't want to kill him, and I don't know if tying him up and leaving him in the middle of nowhere is going to be any cleaner of a conscience.
Okay, how about this? We tie him up here so we can't get away, and then we'll deal with it when we get back.
I can agree with that.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Alright. You guys tie him up, like holding him by his ankle.
Virtue will do it.
Yeah.
Mind his beak. Might like
that'll probably help
or something.
Okay.
Ooh, we have to like tie his head or something, otherwise he's just gonna turn the rope to sand.
Do I
I want to try one thing where I get like a ripped piece of cloth and see if that cloth will turn to sand if it touches it, or if it's just like things with magic.
You take a piece of cloth and put it on his beak that still has that golden hue, and you see that it does turn into sand and fall out of your arms to the ground.
Okay. With that, I'll tie him up. Do I get advantage since Rakosher's holding him still, or is it just flat?
Breaker doesn't really seem like he's moving around much. If anything, he's just saying like, "What do? What do?" But he's not really moving around much. So unless you're having help with the actual tying process, you won't get advantage.
Okay, that'll be a 21.
Breaker do bad.
No.
Breaker.
Yes.
Breaker, what happened was you're interfering with things we need to do. And because of that, we can't have you follow us or come around us for a little bit.
Oh, break all my shit. Stop it.
When you turn things into sand, they are gone forever and hurt Rakosher's feelings.
Rakosher likes things.
I'm Breaker?
Yeah, Breaker be breaking.
I love
Your
that.
name's Breaker? Yeah, I do too. But you can't keep doing that. So we're gonna need to...
I told correct.
Breaker is timeout.
Yes, timeout. Naughty step.
What do? I correct?
Okay.
No. Incorrect.
You're correct. Okay, Breaker, you're correct to the people who told you to do this. You're incorrect to us, as you're breaking his thing.
We good people, they bad. RPK bad.
But Rock Crusher kill many.
RKP killed many.
No.
I think you
Yes.
might be right about that.
Shut up.
RKP. Rock Crusher. Kamikaze. Pact. No kill.
What?
Okay, the RKP don't really go around killing people. They only have eyes for you, and it's called kamikaze
For the
because
greater
they're going
good.
because they're going in there to destroy your things without. Basically, they're throwing themselves to be killed so they can mess with your things.
Yeah, fucking stop it. It's annoying. Like, just try and stab me in my sleep or something.
You're strong. When weak, kill.
See?
Been told.
No, I think they totally have convinced him.
Yeah, I feel like we
Great.
probably have to kill him.
Breaker. Okay. Rakasha, if you kill him, it is just proving
Okay.
the
How
RKP
about
right.
this? Alright, Breaker, we're going to let you go. Okay? You Breaker, go.
Breaker,
Yes?
go.
Yeah, Breaker, go. We no see Breaker ever again. Okay?
Breaker uses
No, no friends.
No friend.
No
not
friend?
no friend.
Breaker upset these friends. Doesn't even like motion to like Rock Crusher. You've upset friend. No longer want to be your friend.
Okay. Okay. If we see you again, Rock Crusher see Breaker, Breaker night. Okay?
However,
Rock Crusher,
Forever.
kill more.
Yes, but I'm giving you a chance to go away. So now go away.
Rakasha does not want to kill more,
Okay.
but
You
will
guys,
to protect himself. Shut up.
and stuff.
Protect himself.
And my stuff.
Rock Crusher is basically acting in self-defense of himself and his stuff.
Do you want a tiebreaker?
Eh?
I feel like if we're gonna untie him, I feel like we should have him a little bit away from Rock so Rock could dodge. Breaker decides to go for Rock.
Yeah, Virtue is gonna.
You guys do
How about
some.
how deep was the hole, by the way?
That got you up here?
Oh.
That
Yeah.
the hole into it goes maybe 100 feet down until you hit the floor.
Okay, I think I'm going to check some. Okay, can't do. All right, then yes, Virtue's gonna take, Breaker back to the hole, but not, and then away from Rock Crusher, and then untie him and kind of like point down at the hole, and it's just like, now go.
You see Breaker look at you and then turn and start picking in the armpit of his feathers.
Oh, here we go again.
I'm just gonna pull a knife out.
What is the wait? Sorry, repeat that. My mom came in.
He's going for the dust.
I feel like Virtue. Could I? So he's trying to pick the dust back up from his wing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready in action. If he lunges for me, he's getting a knife in his gut.
Can I like kind of put my this is gonna I swear I'm trying to be nice about this, but can I just like grab his beak?
Virtue turns to sand.
No,
he didn't make it yet.
Yeah, he didn't grab it yet, so I'm trying to stop him from grabbing it.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Okay. That would be 19?
Okay, you do grab his beak and shut it.
Right. Virtue's kind of just gonna like kneel down, make Breaker look at them. It's like, Breaker, you go, or you die. Now go.
Do you let go of his beak?
enough for him to talk, but can I prepare to grab it again if he tries to just go for the dust faster?
Sanders.
He says, "For greater good."
Okay,
that's not a good
shut the
sign.
beak again. First, she's gonna sigh, kind of like look at Rock Crusher, and she's like, "Yes, okay, Rock Crusher."
The most humane thing we can do is respect his free will.
Virtue, does a nat 20 hit you?
Yes.
He didn't pick up his dagger, did he?
You see Breaker slash a claw at your leg, and you take 6 slashing damage. And the shock of it lets go of his beak.
Okay.
Okay. I've only done this once, but I'm gonna do it again. I was gonna say to Rock Crusher, if you saw me do this, you didn't. But, it's a little too late for that. Can I kick Breaker down the hole?
Yeah.
Roll to hit.
Sure.
You get a bardic inspire, right? Virtue.
Thank you.
You're like, what would
Oh
Rock
yeah,
do
I'll
this
take
moment?
that.
You kind of add a d6 to that if you need it.
Alright, what is my unarmed strike? It's a +5. Does a 21 hit?
That does hit the bird.
Alright. And may I successfully kick him down the hole?
You successfully kick him down the hole.
Is he still tied up?
No. He stretches out his wings and begins to fly back up through the hole. And can you roll an initiative?
No,
I
Breaker.
don't wanna hurt him.
You were supposed to be the promised one.
I got a 7.
Oh, it's 2 19s.
I got a 12.
Oh, I have advantage. I forgot.
I got a 24.
No, still 17.
Wait, what did you get, Otto?
17.
Okay.
Oh, I should probably roll for the damage.
For the kick?
It's gonna be ow. There's no roll to it. Is there a roll? Yeah, there's that one. It's not. It's 5.
It's usually just like
if
1.
It's for a monk or something special, it is.
Yeah, so it's just 5 straight damage.
Okay. Breaker flies back through the hole, and he now is hovering about 10 feet above the hole and above the ground. Rock Crusher, you're first.
I hate to be the one to do this to you, Breaker. You're like a son to me. Oh, how it pains me so. Can I like try and take a wing off? Can I just try and like clip his wings?
You would have to roll with disadvantage for a specific spot.
I'll reckless it, so it's just a straight roll. Nice. It's a 26.
That does hit. You fly ever so slightly into the air and slice Breaker's wing off. Is there a specific wing that you want?
Give me a second. I'm rolling damage.
Sorry, little one.
27.
Okay.
Get his wing.
Well, how do you want to kill him?
I don't want to. I just want to take one of his wings off and just let nature take its course.
And fall back down the hole.
Yeah. And is he like still in the air when I cut his wing off, or is he just flying, or is he like?
Let me describe it for you. You fly into the air and lunge into Breaker, slicing off one of his wings, and immediately falls lopsided and doesn't fall through the hole but lands right next to it, with half of his body on the ground and half of his body dangling in the hole. You see that it is very painful for him as blood starts to drip down the hole, but it takes a very long time before you hear the splat onto the ground. And he just looks up at you and says, "Rock Crusher, kill more," before he falls through the hole. And you hear about 6 to 8 seconds later a splat on the ground. And combat is over.
I really want that to happen.
Well, I'm not a bad person for doing that, right? Like,
Technically, you were doing it in self-defense.
like,
You gave him ample.
like you beat the shit. Well, you tried to beat the shit out of Virtue there.
Virtue, how's your leg?
See, I didn't throw the first punch either. I didn't even throw the second punch.
It was a 6 damage, right? It was either 6 or 8. Which one was it?
It was 6.
6.
Oh, I don't have the dice anymore. I think it was 6.
Okay.
Oh, what, the slash?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the leg.
Yeah, it was 6.
Yeah.
But
Virtue kind of like looks at their leg, looks back at Otto, and shrugs. Like, definitely not the worst thing I've had. Like a cat scratch.
Do we like
Yeah,
maybe
that's
overreact
fair.
a little bit then? We should have been like, that's very no like. If a child like punches you, you don't like punch it back. Feel kind of bad.
Well,
You didn't punch it, you killed it.
Yeah, well, he was trying to do the same. Like he didn't get a knife.
I think
You wouldn't do the
Like I
same to
would've
me,
tried
would
to.
you?
I mean, hopefully not. I should probably go and get that body. Kind of.
I feel like we should give them a proper burial. But
Yeah, I'll be back in a second, and I'll just like jump off the cliff.
You see Rockcrusher dive into the hole, and you take a few moments. I don't care which one of you do, or either if you do, but you glance over and see Daichi sort of in a ball, shivering a little bit. You can tell that it's not out of being cold or sick at all. But Rockcrusher comes flying back with this mangled body. You see that his body is contorted in a very odd way. His head has snapped on the fall, so it is completely horizontally almost
Daichi's
taken off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cover as soon as like he comes back up. I'm going to Daichi, and I'm just gonna like hug her to my chest so she doesn't have to see.
The one wing that is still intact is bent beyond repair, and you can see that some of the feathers are falling off of him, and they're covered in blood as more of it continues to splatter all the way down to the ground. But you have his body. You can hear Daichi sniffling, but you can't tell of what emotion.
Is there like the ground?
Can I tell of what emotion?
If you do a insight check, and Rockcrusher, you are on solid ground with grass underneath you. You'd have to move a bit farther away, but once you can tell that you are past the hollow ground, it is solid underneath you.
Yeah. I'll find somewhere like grassy enough, and I'll
27.
try and dig a hole.
She's crying of fear.
Oh.
I'll help Rock dig a hole and get some flowers, if any are around.
There are plenty. Most of them aren't at their height yet because spring has not reached its peak, but there are still flowers that you, used to being a druid, can tell that they will be beautiful once they blossom all the way.
I'm gonna carefully uproot a few flowers so that I can have them planted over him.
Mm-hmm. And I'll say you can easily dig this hole. You don't need to make a check for anything.
Alright. Rock, if you want to put him in the hole. Is Rock unconscious?
What?
But you can put him in the hole now.
Oh, okay. I'll put him in the hole.
And, as we're starting to put the stuff back, I'm gonna use the plants that I uprooted and plant them over where he is.
Yeah. Bury him.
That's the end of Breaker.
Yeah, these flowers, once they bloom, very nice. So I think it's something nice for him. You wanna go back to Virtue and the others and get this over with?
I sent you a message, Claire.
Oh, shoot. Hold on. I was not paying attention.
Oh, I just sent it, don't worry.
Or do you have a few words you might want to say to the little one?
Are you talking to me or to Brock?
Brock, I'm assuming we haven't moved.
I'm just standing by the grave.
Is there anything you might want to say to the little guy?
No, not really. It feels kind of insensitive. I was kind of the one that killed him.
I mean, yeah, but you try to take care of him. Just didn't do good enough, I guess.
You're a good squire, Breaker. Even though, you never actually cleaned any of my stuff. You were cool, wingman, but it's... I should have watched what you were doing a little more carefully. When I die, you owe me quite a bit of shit. This little fucking guy got rid of my braces of defense. Actually, you know what? Fuck you, Breaker. That's fucking dead. Fuck you, you little sky rat.
Can't change Rock Crusher. Can't change him.
For real.
Those are some good fucking braces as well. They looked cool.
Why don't you go back to being a little nicer to the dead?
No, okay. Breaker, I regret that it came to this, even though if I had known it was you who took the braces, probably would have killed you on the spot then. But I was a different person then, and I am trying to be better. So, I'm glad we gave you a chance. But we respect your decision to have attacked virtue and faced the consequences. May you find peace in the next life.
Good enough.
Well spoken.
I'm probably not going to break this tradition because I did it even for the stepmother. I will put a gold piece above the grave and then start walking back to where Virtue is.
You see that Virtue and Daichi are sort of talking to each other, Virtue more trying to calm Daichi down, but eventually she does, but she stays very closely to Virtue's side, holding her hand.
I pick up the gold piece that Otto left and put it in my pocket.
Damn, can you respect the gifts for the dead?
And I take 2 copper pieces and put them back.
It's like the opposite of inflation.
I mean, they don't need money, right? It just looks nice.
It's for religious reasons.
You don't know that. You didn't see anything. Sneaky.
Well, it's hard to be sneaky when if you can look over, you can see that there are 2 copper pieces instead of a gold. And the last person over there was Rock Crusher. But...
He owed me.
Whatever. Stay fight with you.
Anyways.
Over to Virtue. How are you two, mainly looking to Daichi, how are you holding out?
She doesn't look at you directly in the eyes. She just says, fine. Just shaken up.
That's reasonable. Hmm.
We keep going.
Otto.
Well,
At the very beginning of the short rest, before Breaker died, you did a detect magic on the barrier leading into this cave. It doesn't seem like this came from a specific spell. You don't know if it's a mixture between them, which is probably not the case, or if it's something bigger that you yourself would not be able to magically figure out. It seems like this could be borderline godlike magic. You don't really know if you can break it, or if you even can, without alerting someone if you did. You probably could break it with normal means, but the godlike power most likely comes from some sort of alarm or detection that will happen once you break it.
So, small problem, people.
So I was going to say, is Otto relaying this to us?
Yeah, I'm definitely am. That's what I was about to say. Be like,
Okay.
so, I got some technical bad news.
And that is?
Good and bad. What you want to hear first?
Let's go bad.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. This could be seen as basically godlike magic. It could be alerted if we fuck with it, or if we try breaking it. The good news, it could maybe be broken by normal means, with the minor exception it might alert whoever made this.
May I put in my 2 cents?
Go for it.
There's supposed to be a Bokuzo that is being held in here.
Mm-hmm.
So what if this is keeping the Bokuzo in there, and if we broke it, we would let it out?
Good point. That's a very good point.
Yeah. The only problem I have with that is, wasn't it stated that for evidence could be like a flake of a cage could have fallen off, meaning that there's something physically holding it back that we're supposed to look at. I'm not saying we break this, because I'm pretty sure that would lead to fuck knows what, but there is another physical cage past this.
We're just gonna put down the lizard, and I want to see if it does anything different.
It walks over to the entrance of the cave and sort of circles it as if it wants to go farther but can't.
Well, this tracking system is faulty.
So what are our options? Break it and probably alert whatever god made this, or try to find another way in without, breaking it.
I'm assuming we couldn't teleport past
here,
it,
right? Like, we're not working.
Claire, would from what I know from using tech magic, would any teleportation magic work?
It would work if the barrier is only the entrance. It would not work if there's a barrier over the entire cave, but you can't tell if it's over the entire cave or not. You do know that does seem to be a small amount of magic being used for this barrier, but you don't know if it's this whole cave or just the entrance.
Well, why don't we get an angle, possibly one we don't think it would be in, and then you can use Dimension Door in a certain amount of feet to get in.
I can try that. I just need to get a general idea, as long as it's within the 500 feet. But I think I can do that.
And hopefully not be blasted away.
I hope not, but we will try. We will try.
I could always rest if things go south.
Yep. Alright, I'm gonna start, looking around, going at different angles to see if I can get through of any of them. If it's not just the entrance.
It's the entrance, and then there's a long, long hallway You can't tell because of this gray scale that's covering the entire cave system exactly where the barrier would stop and the rest of the cave would start. So you'll just have to sort of make a guesstimation of how far you want to go.
I'll. I could try the 500 feet.
Yeah, I was going to say, so, in a way to put this, you can see 120 feet into the cave, which means that this hallway is at least 120 feet long.
That is...
You could try and instead teleport, but I feel like if you teleport a little too far in, I don't want you to go into a wall.
Off the other side of the mountain.
A safe estimate, if it's already 120 feet, I'd say trying to teleport anywhere between 150 and 200 might be your safest bet.
That's kind of what I was thinking, considering I can see that there's still going pretty far. So I'll try the 150. Nothing too far, nothing too close.
I am ready with spare the dying.
Okay.
Just in case.
How far does all of your vision go? Virtue and Rock Crusher.
60.
How far can you see?
I don't know. How far? My eyes.
Well, how far is your dark vision? We could say that's your general estimate.
How far can the pseudo dragon see?
60 feet, yeah.
Okay. So we're going past the point of where you all can see what's happening. Daichi can, but she's not really paying attention. Otto!
As you see, this opens, and Otto kind of opens the door and just kind of tries to take a step in cautiously.
Yeah, I've never really described these dimension doors before, but I'd like to think that because it's Quinn that's allowing you to cast this, that you just create an actual door.
Yes.
Yeah,
that you open and walk through.
I'm thinking of getting more detailed with how Otto's magic is, because I think I love the idea of describing the magic would look.
I mean, your Eldritch Blast is you pulling out a balloon and then letting it go, and it smacks someone in the face. That's what I like to think.
It's not even the same thing. It's like a different object.
Nope. Well, it's either that or you hold it under your arm and then open the end, and then all of the air just spurts out so fast and so far that it hits someone in the face.
Oh my! Imagine being hit with a face. Okay, if Eldritch Blast came up to 300 feet, imagine a balloon rocketing 300 fucking feet.
Hey, that's why it causes so much damage, you know? Balloons hurt.
600 feet.
Balloons hurt, okay? Anyways, you said 150?
Yes.
Okay. You open this door, look back at the rest of your party, very concerned, give a little small salute. Hopefully you don't die on the other end of this door. You step through and sort of tense up and freeze in place with your eyes shut. But nothing happens. But
oh shit, never mind.
You do hear a scream. Not more like a humanoid scream. It's not from the creature. From about 20 feet away from you. But it's on the other side of your door. So you can't see farther into the cave.
I'm gonna look back and be like, someone is screaming. I don't know how I feel about
that. And then you just...
Yeah, one person's allowed after me, so I'm assuming I'm holding as a case, so just either let someone in or back up.
You're not dead though, right?
Not yet.
Okay,
no,
cool.
Just someone screaming on the other end.
I'll, what is it? I use dimension door. Yeah.
Rock Crushers, yours is more closer to an actual cool portal of fire than an actual door.
Oh, I think, couldn't you just hop in through there?
Yeah, couldn't you just hop in through mine?
I disappear in a cloud of smoke that smells of sulfur.
Man, you gotta do it his own way.
I'm gonna look back and be like, who's coming? Actually, Harak, I think it would have been better if you took Daichi or Virtue because I can only let one my door.
Oh.
It's unfortunate.
Who wants to live?
Virtue's going to kind of like look at Daichi. Is like, you want to go Vato or Rakusha?
I'll go through the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of like hold out.
I'll
my
be right
hand
there
for
on the
Daichi.
other side, okay? And Virtue's gonna like go over to Rakusha. Hold out their hand.
Right. Let's go.
Okay.
Ready, Daichi?
Yeah.
Alright, and I'll hold Daichi's hand. So
You, Daichi, walk through the door and you see Virtue and Rock Crusher form behind you. And as soon as you close the door and it sort of disappears, you see the cause of this screaming as you hear, "What the fuck are you all doing in here?" And you see Sizu down the tunnel.
Hi, Sizu.
Hi, Sizu.
Don't hi Sizu me. How the fuck did you get in here?
Magic.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, literally. Like I'm gonna like point to the door that's like already shut behind me.
It's
like,
not.
It's closed.
Not what I meant.
Confetti.
How did you know about this place? Investigating?
Sure, we'll go with that.
Yeah, we're following you. The gig's up. Tells everything.
You're very threatening.
Virtue's gonna go over to Daichi and
No, I just
presume holding her.
earn a job.
Yeah, I'm gonna like hand over Daichi back to Virtue.
A job from who?
It's
A client.
some. Yeah, we can't say. Actually, that'd violate
Confidentiality.
client confidentiality.
Do you know how special this cave is? You can't just be doing that.
Does it possibly hold a Bokuzo?
Does it possibly? Yes, it does. I'd hope you'd know that.
So
we're in the right
let's
place.
just say we can't tell you why we are doing this or who we're doing this for, but we have to make sure it is in here.
Yeah. All right. Nothing nefarious. It's just like it's a wellness check.
Yeah.
Well, I hate to say, but I haven't found it yet. It's just a continuous tunnel down that way. It leads literally nowhere.
Split up.
Well.
So you were trying to find the Bokuzo as well?
Yeah?
Why are you looking for it?
An assignment from the Arrow.
Can I ask what the assignment is?
I wish they told us some of this stuff.
If you're not telling me yours, I don't tell you mine.
Well,
is yours told to be confidential?
I mean, no, but it's my assignment, so I choose whether it's confidential or not.
Does a 30 insight see if she's lying or not?
Yes.
You sound so fucked up.
Yeah, friends.
Small child on.
So is she lying or not?
Yes.
She's lying. Okay. Virtue is kind of just gonna Virtue is gonna make it obvious, yeah, but Virtue's gonna give Sisu that look.
What?
She's doing the look means she knows something.
Yeah.
And?
You fucked up. You're getting the mom stare.
I still don't have to tell you anything, alright?
Still getting the mom stare. The disappointed stare. You gave the disappointed mom disapproval, sorry.
Virtue's just going to sigh and look like an air too. Is like, alright, well, perhaps there is something like an illusion here.
I got it. I'm gonna like use detect magic again. Literally, like I can use it continuously. So,
other than the barrier that's around you, you don't sense any more magic.
Actually, considering we're on the other side, can I get an idea on where this barrier starts and ends on the entrance?
How far does your detect magic detect? Because you are 150 feet into the cave.
30 feet from myself.
It seems that it is at least shorter than 100 feet, you can assume, seeing as you don't pick up any barrier around you. other than the ones in
Nice.
the walls.
Yeah, if we're 158, if we were 150 feet in, and you did the 30 feet right there, that means that it is at least 120. No, I mean,
so
well, from what you can detect.
120.
Yeah, at most 120.
And then looking forward, you said there's nothing in front.
Nope.
Okay, well, there's no magic around
So,
here.
another theory, this thing can go into walls, as we've seen, more things that the burrowing blade has. So what if it's in a wall?
It's in the walls. It's in the goddamn
It's in the
walls!
In the goddamn walls. I mean, lucky theory, how do we test it?
Can't just start digging at it, so, I have no fucking clue.
Hold on. Wait. Do I have... Did I get rid of it because we were doing stuff and I didn't need it for that moment and then I never put it back?
Someone unlearn mold earth.
Fuck! Yeah, no, I was...
Dang, that's...
I was gonna go do, like, locate person or, like, locate creature. I think it would be locate creature because I don't think the Bokuzo's a person.
If someone had, like, a picture of this thing, or a part of it, I could have been able to find it, but I don't think any of us have that.
Wasn't there a piece of something we found?
Oh, yeah, wait, no. The only thing we found was something from the Bokuzo was basically equivalent to catnip.
Okay. I thought we found, like, a whisker or something.
In the library.
Oh! Yeah.
Well, okay. So you've seen the whisker, but you probably need it.
Yeah, I need it in my...
Well, shit.
Caesar looks at the lizard in your hands. Where the hell did you get a lizard? Why does it kind of look like me?
It's your grandma.
Well... Her... She named it... What did you name it again?
Fluffle-Stillskin.
Fluffle-Stillskin. And... This is our little guide. First you... oh, wait. I get the hint. Putting the lizard down.
You put the lizard down and it keeps traveling farther into the tunnel.
And we continue onwards.
Follow that lizard.
Jesus Christ.
I get on all fours and start scuttling after the lizard again.
Oh,
you're literally given a guide and the first thing you do is not use it.
Okay, we were having a conversation about being friends.
Yeah.
I got distracted by Sisu.
What can I say? She's just that great of a character. Not exaggerating there.
Not at all. Better than Rock Crusher.
Yeah, I'm scuttling.
I'm just on top of Rock, riding him as he scuttles away.
Yeah.
Dang, you used to do that with Daichi. Look how the times changed.
I'm gonna pick up Daichi and just start walking. Following.
I can see why Daichi likes this.
So, how did your talk with that House of Praise go?
Judged.
I feel like you're always judged. Don't know if that's necessarily new.
I was kind of... Well, I had some... told, like, you know, this isn't really a judging place. And...
You don't think this is a judging place?
The party, I was just like, we don't judge people here based on who they follow. And then I felt like I got judged because of who I followed.
That House of Praise with the leader, seems to have a bit of a grudge against the First Empress.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know why? Seems everyone loves her so much. It's weird to have someone hate her.
Well, from what he said was she was supposed to protect us and guide us, and then she didn't. She left us for the scraps. That was his words.
Doesn't everyone leave people for scraps when they die?
Yeah, you know, I was thinking about questioning his logic, but I realized that he probably could have killed me if he wanted to. So I
Those
stayed
Price
quiet.
families aren't really anything.
He still could have just probably switched me.
Fair enough. They do tend to be pretty big. Well, I mean, used to be pretty big. I don't know how big they are anymore.
Well, the Lord is very, very large.
I remember their ancestors are like nearly as big as Cinderbird.
I think it was around like 15 feet tall, which is why I was kind of like, perhaps I should not piss you off.
He really shrank.
He was bigger.
Their bloodline shrank.
Ah.
I'm sure
Has the lizard found anything?
I'm sure he's just petty about something. Most of this is surprisingly uneventful for you. The only strange thing is the environment from the tunnel changing more and more as you go down it. The bright green grass and colorful flowers and the water streams slowly burn away, leaving burnt and crispy dark gray grass with no flowers and a dry stream with no water in it. This cave seems to travel on for ages and ages, and you can't seem to reach the end. It just keeps going. Is there anything you'd like to do while you move before we, move on?
So try and catch the lizard. Sort of just wait for everyone else to catch up.
Well, it is on a leash, so you're sort of just walking the same pace as the lizard.
No.
Oh, no.
I'm thinking like this. We weren't exactly given a time limit on when we had to find out about the Bokuzo and then come back.
True.
And I know we've used a few things. Does everyone want to stop, tie the lizard to like some sort of structure and then or ourselves, just tie it to rock crusher. There we go.
I wouldn't mind a short rest.
Yeah, and do like either a short or long rest. So, you could reset your rages.
I don't know, I'm good.
Set spells.
I got like 6 of them things.
Okay. Well, maybe then a short rest. So that I can get my spell slots back, and then you can also.
Can you get yours back on a short rest?
Okay, it depends on how long. If it's at least like if we say we rest for 4 hours, it would be the equivalent of.
That's not a fucking short rest.
That is.
4 hours.
Short rest is like 30 minutes to an hour.
Then. Okay.
4 short rests.
4 short rests in a row.
4 short
Might as well just take a short long rest at that point. Get some sleep.
Yeah, let's just go to bed. It's been a long fucking day.
Yeah, we could long rest there.
I'm only gonna take a short rest and stay up for the rest of the long rest.
Okay.
Yeah, we should probably have like a guard thing going.
I think I literally just need like an hour and I'll be good. Thanks. Or 30 minutes, whatever you guys want.
So we are long resting?
Yeah.
Yeah!
I'll magic some food and water.
Okay, who's going to be taking watches in this slumber?
I'll go first.
For the half hour, be sleeping and then wake up and join Rock.
By the way, it's clam chowder for dinner.
Yum.
No.
Very nice. Some crusty bread.
Scrum diddly, yum yum, you know what I'm saying? So Rock Crusher's taking first and Otto's taking second.
Yeah, and I'll be continuing the rest with everyone waking up.
Okay.
Okay.
My brain don't work right. It's okay.
Rock Crusher and Otto, roll a d6.
The Bokuzo comes out the wall.
The Bokuzo eats Rock Crusher alive.
I got a 2.
Okay, a 5 and a 2. Where did my table go? All right. Otto. The only thing that happens on your rest is you can hear Daichi sort of sniffling and curled up in a ball away from most of you. It does sound like she's crying. You don't know if it's in her sleep, if she's awake, but she is crying.
I'm gonna go over and check on Daichi.
It seems like she is crying in her sleep. And I'm going to DM you something. And you have a decision to make with it.
Oh. I'm concerned.
But while Otto contemplates, I'll give you a bit more time. Rock Crusher, during your rest, you hear your Sizu sort of start coughing a bit too much and too raspy to be normal, but you just feel a palm on your shoulder and you turn so slightly and you see it's Sizu, and she just looks to you and says, "Don't mind me, okay?" But almost within seconds that she touches your shoulder, she feels better and she walks off.
Oh, whatever, I don't even give a shit anymore. I probably got fucking magic skin.
But Otto, you can DM me your response if you want.
I'm actually gonna describe.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of sit down and kind of pull Daichi into my lap to kind of cuddle her and try to soothe her a bit.
Okay. It seems that with the help, the added warmth, the sort of just being around someone, it does seem to calm her down and she stops crying.
Okay, I'm probably gonna be softly humming a lullaby and just kind of softly rubbing her back.
Okay. And nothing else eventful happens during the sleep. You all can wake up.
Yay!
Woo, long rest.
And you can see that your guys' sleep schedule is thoroughly fucked up because it is now night outside, but you know, you still got you still got the sleep, so.
And into the tunnel we go.
Okay. You keep traveling down this tunnel, and eventually the lizard takes a sharp turn left and sits right next to a portion of the tunnel wall, refusing to move.
Okay. Is there anything, can I just start seeing if there's a secret?
I'm gonna try and walk into the wall.
You try to walk into the wall and you're met with solid rock.
Yeah, that's usually an illusion.
Is there any
pushing the wall.
Yeah, is there any secret buttons I could possibly find?
Roll an investigation check.
Okay.
With advantage.
Yeah?
I got a nat 20!
It's a great thing.
Claire,
He's
can you check
20
your
up.
DM when you got the time?
Yeah. Okay. I've seen it. I'll respond in a second.
Yep, no problem.
You look around and you notice every single crack in this wall. You see everything, but you don't see any buttons, switches, anything that would hint at a doorway. It is just a tunnel wall that the lizard is standing or sitting right next to.
I know every fucking crack in this wall.
Yeah, you know every crack in the wall. You know when it got that, how eroded it is. You know everything.
I guess whatever thing I can think of is if I tried listening, can I hear anything on the other side of the wall or in the wall or any vibrations? Like, is my theory correct that this cage is inside a wall?
You put your ear up to the wall and listen. Can you make a perception check?
Yes.
Casually just watching this.
Where's my perception? It's a +9! 26!
36?
26!
Jesus Christ. Sorry, I thought you were doing insight. My bad. My bad. You put your ear up to the wall and close your eyes because if you close your eyes, you might hear better. Something like that. And you can feel the wall vibrate ever so slightly, and you can hear, very muffled, but you can hear belated breathing. Deep and large breaths from behind the wall.
Gonna take their head away from the wall and look at them and say, so, it's in the wall.
Well, fuck me, your theory was right.
I can hear breathing, and it is slightly vibrating. So, the only problem is, how do we get proof?
Like this.
No, let's
Don't
not let
break-
it out. For
don't
all we
break
know,
the
the
wall.
cage is the wall.
Let me make a small hole.
I mean, we can send one of the pseudo dragons and take a peek if there's a big enough hole for them.
It is a smoothed over wall. There's no holes, just very small cracks that don't poke through.
I'm just gonna like push like really hard on the wall, see if there's like a really secret door.
Really secret door.
You push on the door, and without any checks, you can see that it is just a wall.
Okay. How small of a hole could the pseudo dragons fit into?
Is it a small creature?
I don't know. It's your things. I don't know.
I'm gonna need you to repeat yourself. I think you
I
cut
think
out.
they're tiny.
How
Tiny?
small of a hole can the pseudo dragons go into?
Let me pull up the sheet.
None of these sizes. I don't think they're small enough. Like
A tiny dragon.
So I said how big of a hole. I'm not asking if this size
Shush.
hole is they'll fit in. How big of a hole?
Give me.
I was yelling at Ari.
Okay.
Not you.
I'd be saying if you were yelling at Claire about that, I'd be concerned.
No, I was yelling at Ari.
According to the D&D rules, tiny is 2.5 feet by 2.5
That's
feet.
too big of a hole. I don't like it. Okay. I don't think I can give audio recordings. Okay, I've been doing a lot of thinking. Can you guys think of something, please?
Yeah,
I'm the sick one here.
I'm gonna stop punching.
Only
the wall.
thing.
I'm gonna try and break the wall.
No, do not start punching the
Yep.
wall.
Nope.
I
I'm gonna
can
stop doing it.
turn someone. I can turn someone into a small enough creature to take a look inside.
Nope.
Squeeze through one of these holes.
Why don't
Punch
you
the wall.
make your pseudo dragon one so they can see it and then project the image?
Rock Crusher,
Well,
roll
last
strength
time
check.
that happened, last time I tried that, I couldn't turn them into a different creature unless I'm allowed to turn them into a smaller creature.
Soft
Which
20.
I guess I can try that.
Rock Crusher punches a hole in the wall.
Rock.
All right. Well, can I see through the wall? What's Neva's head?
Yeah, no, I'm peeking.
You can see through the hole in the wall, and it is hollow. And you see that this wall would open to a staircase leading downwards.
See, told you guys.
Do we all want to go down there, or do you want me to just drag him down?
Yeah, I want to go down there. It's a little adventure.
All right.
Fucking kick the rest of the wall down.
Okay, I'll say you can just stick with the same roll as before. And you break down...
Yeah, once you're through, you can sort of, like, just pull chunks off. It's
Yeah.
easier.
Now that this wall is broken, can we hear this breathing? A lot.
The
louder?
wall, now that the wall is broken, you can hear it louder, though it doesn't seem like you're right next to it yet.
Okay.
It's still muffled to a degree.
There he goes. Sneaky mode.
Alright, dragon. Oh, not dragon.
Yeah.
Lizard! Go!
But no, don't let lizard go.
You see the lizard start to walk down the staircase.
Can I grab the lizard?
Yeah.
Well, it has a lead, so you can grab the lead.
Yeah, okay. I've got the lizard's lead.
Okay, the lizard keeps hopping down the stairs.
Man, you have me calling it a lead and not a leash. Fuck you, British people. Like, it's...
This is how I win.
No!
I'm also gonna cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay, are y'all trying to be sneaky?
I am.
Roll a stealth check.
24.
Okay.
Thank you for it again. Because that would be...
Daichi and
I'm
Caesar are both
blanking.
good.
21.
Okay. Otto.
What am I rolling?
Stealth
Stealth.
with Pass Without a Trace.
Nice.
Have you got a 21 and 24? Actually, never
I
mind.
got a natural 20.
Well, look at that.
Otto
Otto
goes
practically turns
invisible.
invisible. That's what I was about to say.
I just fade into non-existence.
It's like when you have 100 stealth and or 100 sneak in Skyrim. You just crouch and no one can see you anymore.
Yep.
That's basically what it is. I mean, you're short enough that probably no one would see you, but
Damn.
I'm only half joking.
I'm the average height.
The only person shorter than you is the child, okay? Anyways. Following...
Note, I'm with Daichi.
Yes. Following the staircase, there doesn't seem to be much around you, just about 30 more steps downward with just rock on either side of you. I choked on my own spit. The steps are dusty and covered in small insects that have turned these, you can assume, abandoned staircases into their home. It's very disgusting. You don't really want to step on the bugs, but you do, and Daichi picks one off of the ground and attempts to eat it. She doesn't like it.
Don't do that.
After you make it down 30-ish uneven steps, you can see an opening at the bottom that leads to a massive open space. You can't see exactly what's in the cave, and you still have about 20 more steps to go until you reach the bottom, but you're getting closer. And that sound of low and deep breaths with long and powerful exhales is growing and getting more stronger. It doesn't sound like this being is asleep, but it doesn't sound like this being is angry. But you are getting closer. 20 more steps and the right hallway, or the right wall, opens to this large room. The space has to be maybe 150 feet wide, tall and long. Unevenly, but it's still a very massive room. In the middle of the room stands a cage made of fortified obsidian, maybe something even stronger, but you can't tell. This 50 by 50 foot cage holds a gargantuan yet very defeated Bokuzo. Being lit by one mere light from above, this creature is huddled into a ball, barely able to fit in the prison that it's forced to stay in. Its neck is held by a chain attached to the ground and a collar around its neck. leaving a pressure onto its long horns that you can assume to be very painful. It even looks like it might be bending the spines along its horns. Its arms and legs aren't bound, but its tail is bound, even tighter than its head. The large end of the tail is stuck tightly into another chain connected to the floor. It's sad seeing this powerful being, stronger than the guardians themselves, bound to the floor with chains and constricting its most beautiful features. But you can't help but feel this fluttering in your stomach after seeing this god among men, you could say, in real life. Sisu stands there in shock, sort of shedding a single tear. All of you sort of stand still in shock from this creature, Sisu being the first one to make the step downwards. She slowly moves down the rest of the steps, telling you that she just wants a closer look at the poor being. Her knees shake as she walks. You can't tell if it's a symptom from her sickness, fear, or something else. She walks up to the front of the cage, where the creature's head lays limp on the ground. Sisu has no need to crouch, seeing as this creature's head is basically the same height as her, but she puts her hands onto the bars and leans closer to the creature. Slowly, the creature lifts its head up. You assume it's looking at her.
Ready in action just to pull her away from the bars if the creature moves, or like lunges.
Okay. You assume that this creature is looking at her, even though it doesn't have eyes. You see Sisu smile to keep tears from falling down her face. You can assume it's of joy. She slowly sticks her hand into its cage, beginning with a small touch to Cinderburn's cheek. The creature slowly leans into the touch, craving someone's touch again. Sisu rubs the creature's head with a true smile on her face. The creature opens its mouth slowly, allowing its tongue to curl around Sisu's arm. She chuckles and says, "Ew, Cinderburn, that's disgusting," while shaking the slobber off of her arm and forcing the tongue back in the creature's mouth. She continues to have a small, one-sided conversation for a few more moments until she leans back from the cage and walks away. She looks devastating, having turned away from the creature, and she doesn't look at you, but you can see that she's wiping away tears.
This is really fucking heartbreaking.
Is it? You gonna introduce us to your friend?
This is Cinderburn.
Really?
The Iron Blade Bokuzo.
Yeah, I mean, fucking, we know that much. Like,
you would think the Bokuzo would have better living standards.
How does the Bokuzo seem to react to us?
I want to pet him.
You want to pet him? Oh no.
Rock Crusher, you slowly stick your hand into the creature's cage.
Oh, okay, no, I didn't say that.
You did say, you said you wanted to pet him. That's the only way to do it.
I said I wanted to pet him to Sisu.
Oh.
What does that even mean?
I mean, like, you know, like a little
verbally saying
head
something
rub.
to a person.
A little rubbage, you know? A little scratch on his chin.
Of the creatures?
Yeah.
You want Caesar to do this? I'm just trying to understand this at this point.
Well, I mean, like...
No, okay, so what he's saying is that he is telling Sisu that he wants to pet the Bokuzo. He isn't doing it yet.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I understand now. I thought you were doing it, and I was like, oh, okay.
Ooh.
I mean, you can try, but I don't know how well it would react to you. You could try to get closer to the cage, and if it starts, you know, growling, tensing up, then
yeah,
maybe get away.
Let's try that.
You take a few steps closer to the cage, not getting directly to the bars, but with every step you take, you can sort of see the creature show its teeth, grit it, and growl ever so slightly.
Keep going. We'll right up to the bars.
Uh-oh.
You see the creature not... How do I describe this? The creature tries to get as far to the back of this cage as possible, but it can't get far seeing as its head is chained to the ground. So it's trying its hardest to pull on these restraints to get away from you. It's not trying to attack you, it's trying to get away.
I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick.
Rock, I think you should leave him alone.
Why is it scared of me?
I don't know, but it just doesn't like you. Just move away.
Do I smell? My armpit a sniff. No. Shizu,
What?
why is it scared of me?
You have a curse.
Yeah, well, so do you.
I don't have a curse.
You got something wrong with you.
Well, that doesn't mean I have the curse. I'm just sick.
I mean, okay, you have a curse. I have the curse.
Okay, whatever you want. I've interacted with him before, so maybe that's it, but it might just not like you. They have their preferences.
He's got a favorite food.
Sounds about right.
They like meat.
Wait, hold up. Technically Harlow had this, but I don't know if you'll allow me.
Nope.
Damn, I'm sad. I mean, no one has catnip shit. I really wish we had that. That would I really.
They like bismuth. It's really funny when they chase it around.
What, like the metal?
Yes.
That's weird. Let's see. What have I got?
Anything else they might like?
I don't know how this cage is affected what he likes. He probably just likes people around. As sad as it is.
Kind of slowly go over to the cage.
I've got a body. I can eat that. Or is that like bad taste?
It'll probably eat it. I don't know the last time it's been fed.
I think I have dried jerk. I'm gonna like kind of reach in, and pull out some dry venison, and kind of carefully, like if he seems like he'll lunge, I'll pull my hand back as fast as I can.
Well,
but kind of offer the dried venison.
I don't know if I've sort of put the biggest emphasis on this. This creature is massive. Its head alone is 10 feet tall. It has a 50 by 50 foot cage that it can barely fit into.
Rock, why don't you make food? Don't you make pounds of it?
I mean, I could, but then what are we gonna have for dinner?
We can just figure out something later. We have a bunch of leftovers.
Oh, fine.
I think the Bokuzo needs it more.
Maybe I'll look and see what it says I can make. Bland but nourishing. Right, cool. I'll make fucking 45 pounds worth of just nutrient paste.
Ew.
I don't know. I don't think I could make just like meat. But
I mean, meat can be bland. It's just depending on how it's cooked.
yeah, I suppose.
You can boil chicken.
I mean, like fucking 45 pounds of jerky.
Hold on, I need to do something. You keep talking. I'm still here. I just need to.
Okay. So how much is that in regular unit? Okay, fucking 20 kilos of beef jerky.
Probably nothing compared to what the Bokuzo can eat, but damn.
Well, I know it's like a lot of food. Has anyone got like a bucket or something? Put some water in.
Yeah. But damn, this man doesn't deserve it. I feel really bad for him.
We could always,
We can't set him free, because then we will get our asses handed to him.
Why? We got a Bokuzo on our side if we do that.
Well...
It's a deadly Bokuzo.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's how that works. If we release him, what's not stopping him from just eating us and just going?
I think he's a little unstable.
The fact we're being nice to him.
That Roxanne could be nice to you, and you probably kill them if you had the chance.
That's mean.
It's like this, Rakasha. It is sort of the equivalent of sorry, it's the equivalent of a animal. That's really, I can't say it in a nicer way.
Oh yeah, it's a big animal. Yeah, you gotta
And
make
it's hungry and it's scared.
Yeah.
It's not.
And none
it's
of us
going
can
to...
control it.
Make it not hungry, make it not scared, and then hopefully it just does all the work for us.
Do you know what it means to be a deadly Bokuzo? Have you read a history book?
Actually, yeah, I did read one of them, actually.
Let me put it to this way, Rocket. No, we're not going to release it. I'm sorry.
Okay. You know, we're just brainstorming here. Okay, this is, you know, I don't think it's a bad idea.
Mm-hmm. I know, I'm just gonna say a hard no. No need to explain, just no.
Okay. Hard no. Got it.
If anything, we can just
The last resort. Got it.
Sure, plan Z.
Yeah, okay. Cool. It's not
More
enough.
like plant native.
Cool. Alright. Yeah, here's 20 kilos of beef jerky. Sort of like, it's not like throwing it through the bars like one chunk at a time.
You throw it through the bars, and there's so little space between the Bokuzo and the bars that you accidentally hit it on its side before it falls to the ground, and it doesn't seem to enjoy it. But it slowly smells it with no nose. But he looks over to it, and it, while still very fervently looking at you, you see its tongue moves over and grasps all of the food and shovels it into its mouth. But it's still looking at you, and it's still very threatened.
Why don't you give him a little bit of space?
Oh yeah, I've moved back after throwing the food in.
When you move back, it seems that the Bokuzo calms down.
Hey, we got like a bucket or something. So I to pour some water into. Yeah.
Let me look. Don't really have a bucket, sadly.
Okay,
We can, I mean, I don't need, I know it's not going to be a lot, but I can't really do too much.
Okay, cool. Let's just like pour it on the floor then or something.
Can you just pour it in the mouth? If you ask it politely, maybe? I don't know. It's better than on the floor.
Here, Mr. Bokuzo, can you open your mouth, please?
Doesn't seem like it understood you.
I'll like make a little bit of the water, like try and like spread it at an angle, see if it sort of gets the idea.
Like a dog.
Does not get
like
the idea.
Like a dog of a host. I'm actually curious, Claire. What do I know? Like what? I know there's one Bokuzo that could speak. Is there any sort of language that it does understand, or is it just like a telepathy between its...
You want to have a history check?
Yeah.
What?
Woo!
A history?
Huzzah!
What's my plus? Plus 3, so that would be a 17.
Okay. You know that there are 3 categories of Bokuzos: the friendly ones, deadly ones, and intelligent ones. The friendly and deadly ones can only communicate with its leader, while the intelligent ones, which are the Witchblade and the Mirage Blade, can communicate in a certain way, either through actual speech or being able to understand certain languages. So this Bokuzo would not know how to speak, or is not able to understand words. That's what I should say.
Okay. Right, with that, I'm gonna go over to Suzu and kind of like nudge her side a little with my elbow.
You see that she's kind of zoning out a little bit. She goes, yes?
Well, certainly seems like you and Cinderbone have met before.
Yeah. A while ago.
you go.
How soon you think it's all gonna happen? The whole fiasco, Wolfsbane, ritual. Goodness.
Well,
Mess.
I don't doubt that Cinderburn would do the right thing, even if it is deadly, but it just is a matter of time before Wolfsbane fucks up.
Why are they caged here? Like this, that is.
Well, back when the first Empress went missing. Hold on, I need to make sure my timeline is right, because I actually don't remember. Guys, I have dates now, so.
Let's go.
Yeah. Where the fuck?
I'm sorry, I'm making you search for your notes.
Ah, okay. I was about to totally give you the wrong information.
Oh, hater.
My bad.
How could you?
When Warthrock first started to think of taking over the world, the first thing that he had to deal with was Cinderburn. Because Cinderburn honestly could be borderline intelligent. But either way, Cinderburn knows what's right and what's wrong, and if it could see that what Warthrock was doing was wrong, then he'd do something about it. So Warthrock shoved him in a cage, and then took over the Starblades instead, controlling their creature, took over the world, shoved the rest of them in cages, until he was defeated. But ever since then, they realize that they have a lot more control, the Sadar family, over Zathrax and the tribe when Cinderburn was locked away. And I know for a fact that Wolfsbane barely knows how to control it. So it's for his safety as well. Or I guess I could say for everyone's safety, seeing as there's no one left alive that could actually control it, other than that weird spine guy.
No.
Yeah, that we know of.
The whole thing locked in here because no one can understand it.
They're
and
scared
doesn't
of
want to
it.
deal with it.
I mean, I'd be scared of it too.
But you know it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I meant. People are scared of things they don't understand.
And for this tribe, anything they don't know gets destroyed, but they can't kill it, or else the world will end.
You guys are saying some pretty nice things, but you did just say let's keep it locked in a cage.
You wanted to know, so I told you.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop the fact that if we do let it out, we don't know what it's going to do. And therefore, I will admit, I'm scared what it is going to do if we let it out without someone who could control it.
Why does it need to be controlled? Like,
it's still a deadly creature. Do you know what else is a deadly creature? The burrowing blade.
Think of what the burrowing blade did. It sort of just wanted to eat everything once it was out.
Well, it did. Did eat some people.
It did eat everything. And it took Spine. And Spine almost couldn't control it.
We witnessed it firsthand. He yelled at us.
We're still here.
It doesn't mean we should do it again.
Because you had that dragon tamer to keep him at bay.
Well, you know.
Right.
Bokuzo.
We gotta... I don't know. I feel like, I'm just, again, it's just ideas, but I feel like the morally correct thing to do would be to let the creature that's been locked in a cage for hundreds of years out of the cage.
I do understand and sympathize with that. I just think that there needs to be someone that can explain to the creature what is happening. Who's right, who's wrong. Because right now, I mean, think of it. If you knew nothing and you just walked into this place, you would probably want to kill everyone in it too, because admittedly, everyone here's an asshole.
Yeah.
gotta speak for yourself.
This Bokuzo is scared, and if no one can tell them what the hell's going on, they will blame everybody for what has happened to them, as that's probably all they think right now is
And
everyone has put
everyone
me
betrayed
here.
them.
Yes.
As soon as we
So
find someone that can control it,
Well, okay. Let's
think
go.
delay.
Only the leader can control it, right? Or just people that somehow magically just know how to do it?
Other than special occasions.
Could you go ask Spine what he's doing right now?
You understand how dumb that sounds, right?
Very.
Oh, I mean, the little creature here is your friend, right? You want to be like, oh, cool, let's just come down here and be sad all the time, while instead of actually doing anything.
We'll do something, just not right now. What would be the plan of after letting it go?
Yeah, no, fucking roll with the punches.
You realize
Once we
that's
find
wrong,
some-
right?
What,
Kenny wonders why there's
leaving
not
it his
after him.
right?
Not the fact that leaving it here is right, but if we let it go and we don't have a plan, it'll
Okay,
probably do
cool.
more harm than good.
Let's come up with a plan then. Let it go. It probably wants revenge. So
Will it know
we'll
on
let
who?
go. We can help direct it. We can guide it.
How
Trust us,
can we?
right?
How can
We
we
don't
direct
have
it
to
when it
control
can't
it.
understand us?
We don't. It's still an animal, right? Fucking dog can't
Yes.
understand you. You can still make it fetch and sit.
I don't think the
Oh,
Bokuzo
that's
can
more.
It's an
tell me.
otherworldly being stronger than the Guardians when they're together.
Okay, yeah, I get it. It's big. It's strong. Like, that's not debating it, but like you said, it's still an animal. You don't have to control it. We just have to nudge it in the right direction.
And how do we do
I don't
that?
think we can nudge it.
Well, like I say, it trusts you, right? So it'll just be like, guide it, use ourselves as bait. Run away, and it might follow us. And
Well, it sees me as a friendly face, but I can't say the same about you.
well, it's scared of me apparently, so I could just
And I feel like
go behind
it
it
could
and run
eat
away.
it.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty speedy.
I think the Bokuzo's faster.
I'd agree.
Potentially. Yeah, I'm like nimble though. I dodge and shit.
And you forget there's still two other people, me and Virtue. We're not as fast.
You can hide.
It's a Bokuzo.
And there's nowhere to hide
Yeah.
in here.
For real.
Well, you guys go further away then. It probably won't give a shit about you two. It's scared of me and it trusts Sizu. So we're gonna come to her and away from me.
don't
I know
think
plans have their flaws.
Okay,
Not every
yeah.
plan is perfect.
But
But,
I know
however,
it's very early days. Early days, okay. Doing something is better than doing nothing. Not doing something is still doing something.
wait, what?
Inaction is in itself making a decision to do nothing.
Okay, Rock Crusher, I'm going to be a little honest. Some of the things you do are a little questionable, especially what's happened today.
Yeah.
First, she's just gonna look at Sizu.
We still have to. How about this, Rock Crusher? We still have to fix the ritual circle. It's not like we can do anything really that could help us until that ritual circle is fixed.
That's a good point. Okay, true. Okay, but it's a good thing we got options. Considering everything. And I think having a Bokuzo at least on our side, or working in our favor, would be useful.
Well, I can come by,
let out
make
here
sure it's
eventually.
fed, keep it company. But that's sort of it that I can do. Make it feel as happy as it can be in a cage. Keep it an ally, at least to me. As long as it's in a cage.
Is it like a magic cage or something? Like Fucking big, giant, deadly creature. It's just a fucking cage.
Well, let's make sure we got what we came here for. Either we can grab a little piece of the cage, or you could have one of your pseudo dragons stare at it, Otto.
Oh yeah, no, pseudo dragon. All four pseudo dragons have just been staring at the Bokuzo, just looking it up and down.
It's like mom. They're like mom.
Question mark, mom.
They're a bit scared of it. You have to hold them really close, pet them, make sure they're safe while they're looking at this big, scary creature. But they do.
How does the Bokuzo feel about the pseudo dragons? I'm curious. Is he just like, what the fuck are these?
The babies.
How do you even spawn one? It comes out of a top hat like a rabbit.
Yeah, like Otto just like takes off the top hat and it just like falls out one by one.
They all fall out onto the ground, a bit too close to the creature, and all immediately run back by your feet. So you pick one up and hold it, and when it feels safe enough, it looks and scans, takes image of the Bokuzo.
You hear like a slight click.
Yeah, a click. Its head turns into a camera.
Did your dragon just click?
Yes, it did. Don't question it.
The fuck, that's weird as shit.
You have you not heard it click before, Rock? One of them's always attached to your back.
No, it's not actually. I killed that dragon.
What?
It's dead.
You didn't.
Dead.
If you tried to harm it, it would have come back to me.
Yes, and it did. If you checked your pockets.
There's always a pseudo following you, whether you like it or not. On you or around you.
It's not. I do not like it following me. It's an invasion of my privacy.
It's a little too late. Well, the pseudo is the reason for being around you, because we can't, have you going doing stupid shit. And it's also another way for us to kind of contact you, instead of just trying to hunt you down.
I throw a knife at the pseudo dragon hiding behind me.
So way.
Well,
stop following me.
Sigisu, I think it would be a good idea for you to establish more of a relationship with the Bokuzo, just in case if someone does decide to release it, one of us won't be eaten, even if it's you.
Right. I can do that.
I mean, we've all been eaten before, actually.
You've been eaten before?
Yeah.
Yes, that one.
The Mirage. The Mirage Bokuzo is very nippy.
Pretty sure you guys got eaten by the Pine Blade as well.
No.
No, that was Opie.
Yeah, Opie got eaten by the Pine Blade.
How many creatures are you interacting with on a daily basis?
Quite a few, actually. There's been a lot.
I mean, the Pine Blade isn't that bad.
Well, it was a bit of a dickhead. It's like spat acid everywhere. I don't like the Cloud Blade either. That guy's a dick.
The Cloud Blade wasn't that. Actually, the Cloud Blade saved our lives.
Is there anything that you do like Rock Crusher?
Himself.
Yeah, me.
Well, other than you.
My cat. Like my cat. That's lovely. This sword. This pretty cool sword.
Gotcha.
I had
things that basically belong to him.
Yeah, all my stuff. All of my stuff.
I proved my point.
These guys, like, sometimes when they're not being really mean to me.
I'm sure you have a beautiful relationship.
Well then, we have our task done, so we can go and turn in this information. I'm sure you'll be fine here by yourself, Sisu.
Right. I'll make sure to somehow let you know if I've been eaten.
You can leave one.
Oh no! I hope that one of the
surveillance drones.
I hope that one of the sweet pseudo dragons be like, if you want to contact us, you could just have one of them for a little bit.
That works too.
All right, here you go. Then I'll just give the pseudo dragon.
And I suppose it'd be good to have you here, just in case if Wolfsbane tries to make some sort of attempt. You can let us know before he also does something stupid.
Okay, you're not expecting me to stay here the whole time, right?
Not the whole time.
No.
Okay.
I mean, like, most of it,
Just-
though? Like,
Just in
Well-
case someone does here.
we're gonna have a pretty busy next few days, you know, gotta get the ritual circle
And you think
fixed, open for
I
the
don't have a
government.
next too busy few days?
No, not really.
People are planning on
We're gonna-
attacking the Arrow. I have a
You don't
busy
have to
few
go,
days.
right?
Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
You got
What has
rent, don't you?
happened?
Like,
Oh. Why don't we start heading back now so we
Hold
can just
on,
get this
Sisu,
over with?
what's going on with the arrow? Who's attacking it?
well, probably the people in the street.
It's just a rumor right now. A
Oh,
bunch
well,
of
that means it's obviously going to happen.
Rock, shush.
Before Sisu can continue to speak, you see the Bokuzo freeze in place and begin to let out a growl, with none of you really around it, and immediately catches Sisu's attention instead. You see the spines along its back, arms, legs, and tail begin to glow this fiery orange color and become slightly longer. Its horns along the sides of its head puff up to create this crest around its entire head, attempting to puff out its chest as well, but all of it seems to hurt the creature more and more than it's trying to help, because this tensing is sort of constricting all of its chains. But it does see that it's sort of looking up and growling. It's not looking at you, but it's looking up. And
Caesar, what the-
well, you hear, "Did you like the game of hide and seek? Too bad you had to cheat to get here." The loud, booming voice of Jinx Crow stands tall with confidence at the top of the cage. The creature seems to be trying to get as close to the ground as possible as it can manage, as if it's trying to get as far away from Jinx as possible. Jinx moves around the top, and the Bokuzo stays at the farthest edge that it can. Ta-da! You found it! I'm so proud of you!
You guys got some
Like
like
it.
spells prepared, right?
Why can't we just have a normal day?
What spells?
Some good ones.
I think
do.
so.
Okay, good. Yeah, we found the creature.
I'm very proud of you, Pebble Pusher. You don't think I'm gonna let you go, do you?
Preferably.
No, we. Alright, fucking fine. Let's do this. Roll.
No, Rock Crushers like roll initiative.
Like,
We're
fucking
good for you,
roll,
bitch.
roll. Get the board out, man. Come on, roll your dice.
Well, if you want to, you can get the board out.
Ah, this fucking guy.
Can't just have a normal time.
Alright, you guys like stand right in the back and just like don't die. Please.
We'll try.
Yeah.
Like stay like really, really far to the back. I'm gonna pick up the I'm gonna reach my bag.
Well, calm the fuck down. Roll initiative.
I think okay, fine. I'm grabbing the berserker blood axe.
I got a natural 20.
Oh boy. Will be fun.
Natural 20.
Okay, what's your
I'm
dex?
pretty sure your dex is higher.
I got a
His
plus
dex is
5.
higher. His is
16.
Yeah, that's a 25 on initiative.
higher. 21.
What did you get? 16? Virtue?
Yes.
Okay. Oh boy. Now, before you ask, this is very plain, but it's literally just an open gray space, so I didn't give a map. So,
That's fair enough.
who cares?
Use your mind.
It's literally just for distancing so that you don't.
That's a big boy. Oh my god.
What can I
can't
say?
keyboard, so someone needs to stream.
Oh, is there a...
I could do that,
is
yeah.
there a roll 20? Or roll
It's
20?
just for distancing if you want it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna need someone to stream.
Yeah, bear me a second.
Okay, you might see
It's maybe he's gonna...
It's your big
Virtue's
boy.
playlist, my notes, and the NPC list, so don't remind me if I
NPC
click
list
on those
for
that
the
you can see.
Please remember to breathe between words. I know it's...
Difficult.
What?
I could hear you running out of breath trying to get the end of that sentence because you can't breathe through your nose.
I'll have to give you access to this dumb little creature. I forgot about that. The creature is in auto, so. Henry. There you go.
Yay.
Okay, first up is Rock Crusher.
Well, he's too fucking far away.
Oh no, I just realized my Sudafed wore off. That's why I'm dying
I gotta
now.
get the... Do I have a little picture of the pseudo dragons? Let me pull those out.
We're going to clog up the initiative order with like 14 pseudo dragons.
You just see like 10 pseudo dragons like just around.
It's like filibuster.
Oh, so I can see your screen. I can see everything.
I know.
I
But there
can
isn't
see
anything about
everything.
this you should not know, technically.
I mean,
Fine
I
with
know
that.
the spells.
Yeah, you leave my
Jesus
spells
Christ,
alone.
I'm 14.
Where did the pseudo dragon go? What the fuck?
Yeah, I got a 14 on persuasion. I got a 14 on insight. I got a save DC of 20. It's
Okay,
great.
Jesus Christ. I get it.
No, I was, showing off to
Show off.
Ari.
Here.
I have my moment, okay.
There's one
No.
so far. Technically, don't you? How many did you pull out of your
Four.
butt?
The hat,
The hat.
there's 4.
Boom.
Oh, I was just saying,
Your little
God, I'm gonna
minions.
control all of them, too.
Oh, hold on. I can have that.
No, I can do it. I
Okay,
can do it. I'm just
cool.
I'm like, oh no, I have controlling a small army.
Nah, I just let Virtue have control of my shield.
Of your children.
Look.
Right, I totally got distracted and didn't check what I was gonna check. Okay.
Rock
Gee.
Crusher, are you doing anything else other than walking up?
Oh, bear with me a second. Okay, I am going to bonus action enter a rage.
All right.
And let's see.
What damage?
It's a bit far away.
4.
Actually, I'm raging, so it gives... I can... where is it? I think that gives me... Yeah, Form of the Beast. I can make my claws have a 10-foot range. So I'll make 3 claw attacks against them.
All right.
First one's a soft 20.
That hits.
16.
That does not hit.
25.
That hits.
Okay. Yeah, it's 18 damage total.
Ouchie. Okay.
And yeah, I think that's everything.
Okay. Next up is Jinx Crow.
What the hell?
Mm-hmm. You hear Jinx say, "Seeing as your little friends don't like when I use magic, I'll just have to fight you another way. Do you want to know how? Well, remember how I can tame your curse?" Rock Crusher. I'm gonna send you something.
You son of a bitch. You get off doing this, Claire? Is this how you get it? So you get your sick fucking kicks? Turning every combat into, oh, Rockrush's a bad person.
Well, I'm not saying that you're the bad person. I'm just saying that you're attacking them, you know?
Not yet, I'm not.
Oh, I'd like to say you are. See if you can open that link.
Okay, here we go.
But hey, I didn't want to do this. If anything, blame your rat friends, not me.
What else am I gonna fucking blame you? What else am I gonna fucking blame?
Virtue and Auto.
Says Rockrusher.
Yep. You see Rockrusher complain and go, God fucking damn it. Before you see his back arch, his horns getting bigger, his wings getting longer, his tail getting longer, talons getting sharper, and he hunches over in this dragon form. He even seems to be bigger than he was before. A lot bigger than he was before.
Oh shit.
Hey, big.
He doesn't do anything yet, but you see Rockrusher immediately turn his attention from holding a great axe to looking towards you all with a very, very vengeful look in his eyes. But it's not his turn yet. It's Otto's.
God,
I think I should probably run.
Yeah. I want to run that thing.
Or like beat the shit out of that guy so he stops doing this shit to me.
That's what I'm debating. Beat the shit or run.
Maybe it's like a concentration thing. Maybe like. You know, I don't want to be that guy, but there's also
Yeah, there is a big Bokuzo right there.
got a little kaiju off. Hey, codename Godzilla, right?
Sure.
Foreshadowing.
God.
Forgot about this. Oopsies. Oh, that's not the right person. There you go.
Can you measure the distance between me and Jinx?
That is a very narrow path.
I mean, if I slightly move aside, I think I won't be able to hit anybody. I definitely won't be able to hit anybody. But I don't know how much he can tank. You know what? We'll try it.
You got. They're like, you've got some big damage, high level spells. Fucking use them now, please.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna move slightly, just to make sure that I don't hit anybody. And we'll use Eldritch. Yeah, Eldritch Blast.
You pull out 2 balloons from your pockets and start blowing air into them. Preparing 3 balloons.
And they got like an extra puff. God, I can't stop. 25.
That hits.
A 20, soft 20.
That hits.
And a 28.
That also hits.
Alright, very nice. Just doing quick rows of damage. 2 14s and a 12. That would be...
I gotta pull up my calculator. I suck with mental math.
40. He takes 40 damage.
Okay.
Nice. Should do that more often.
I can do. Pulling out the calculator. Is that the end?
I'm probably gonna... I'm moving back a little. Um, I'm gonna be honest. I think I want to use all my movement to get away. I don't want to be that close. Behind, like
straight back.
not a little bit to the side. Other side. A little more. Yes. And my movement speed is, I think, 40. Yes, 40.
Getting the fuck out of there.
I don't want to be very close. And I don't know if the pseudo dragons can follow me, but I'll. Do you want me to have them roll initiative, Claire?
We could say that they go directly after your turn, so that we don't have 4 more initiatives that we have to roll through.
Alright, I can't see them doing anything at the. I'm gonna allow the one with her to be controlled by her, so you can. She's able to give that pseudo dragon commands.
Okay. At the end of your turn.
Yes.
Next up is Sizu. Sizu immediately, how far? I don't. How many movement? Da-dun, da-da, da. Da-da-da-da. Back here. On the opposite side is Jinx. The pseudo dragon goes with her, and she immediately starts to sort of grab her arms through the cage and trying to calm down this massive creature as much as she can. And oh my god, it does look like she is being able to calm it down. You see that she's sort of speaking to it in this language that you can't really understand. It sort of sounds like mumbling. You can't really tell what it is. But as this creature calms down, you see her hunch over a little bit as if she's been punched in the gut. And it really hurts. And she screams out, "Ah, fuck!" But she's still trying to calm down the creature. Next is Virtue.
Okay. So, Virtue immediately is gonna look at Daichi like, he's gonna go for me. Get away from me. Go to Otto.
Daichi.
And then after that,
yeah, you keep
she's
going.
still got that necklace.
She does.
That's useful.
So, after this, Virtue is going to move here. I don't know if I can move Daichi for some reason. I don't know if that's purposeful, but
send Daichi over to suppress a certain curse.
You're a dragon. Shut up.
Yeah, well, the dragon caused by the curse, which the necklace dampens.
You know, adrenaline's running high. Sometimes you don't think of the most sane things ever.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's literally what it's for.
I don't think I can't do that without clipping, so that's fine. So I'm thinking. I know one thing I definitely want to do is I want to use my bonus action to cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay. Probably smart.
And then looking at Rock Crusher, basically, I'm gonna look to the others, but mostly probably Otto, because I don't think Sizu is going to contribute to the fight at just this very second. Like, focus on Jinx right now. Because Rock Crusher does not like me.
I don't think he likes anybody.
Especially me.
Alright, yeah. We saw.
I don't have to hang around with you guys. I can just leave.
You just see Rock Crusher just walk away.
Well, you know what?
I got options, man. I don't have to hang around with you guys. I'm here because I like you guys.
Well, I'm saying you as a form right now don't really like me.
I don't like anyone except for Jinx. That guy's cool.
We're besties. They hang out over weekends.
But
We go fishing.
Absolutely. Wait a second. I guess he does eat fish. He's a shark. You don't go shark hunting.
That's cool.
Trying to think. Actually, do you mind? I know I said I could cast Sanctuary, but could I? Again, I know I've done this before. Could I cast Spirit Guardians, then cast Sanctuary on myself? Would it count if the Spirit Guardian hurt Rockcrusher as me hurting him and would dispel the Sanctuary?
Let me do some research.
Okay.
Okay. You want to do Spirit Guardians?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me just... Because I was here, right? My movement is all fucked up. Hold on.
I'm pretty sure.
I just realized, I'm like, where am I? Okay, I wanted to be... You. Yoink. Ah.
Did you say you wanted to cast Spirit Guardians then Sanctuary?
Yes, because I was curious, because I know Sanctuary is dispelled if you do something that hurts another person.
Well, Spirit Guardians is concentration.
Okay.
So you could do Sanctuary then Spirit Guardians, or do Spirit Guardians and nothing else.
Either way of how I did it, would the Spirit Guardians dispel the Sanctuary as soon as they hurt someone?
You gotta concentrate on both at once. Both concentration spells, right?
I don't think Sanctuary concentration?
Oh, no. No, you're right.
No, it's not.
It is not.
I'd say it would probably dispel it, yes.
Okay. Alright, then instead of that, I'm going to use Guiding Bolt on Jinx, and then I'll cast Sanctuary on myself in preparedness of Rock. So does a 19 hit?
19 does not hit.
Oh, that is very sad. Okay. So then, with that spell nommed, I will cast Sanctuary on myself and end my turn there.
Okay. Sanctuary and in the turn. Next up is the little one. The little babe.
The baby.
Daichi is going to follow your commands and head down here.
Hi, Daichi.
She waves, but seems a little bit too frazzled to actually talk.
Yeah, it's gonna be very, very long.
And you see her hold up her amulet and close her eyes as if she's trying to concentrate on something, but it's failing. It's not working. Next up is Rockcrusher.
Let's see then. Well, the nearest thing to me other than Jinx is the Bokuzo.
You'll have to try and get through the chains, but you can try.
Yeah, I'm fucking just gonna go try and get through the chains, through the bars. Can I try and attack the cage?
Yes. A strength check.
This is the same as Rock Crushers. 10.
Okay. You start to nibble and claw at the cage, but you can't break it open.
Can I do it again?
Yes.
And how many? What do I get?
Just roll another strength.
Yeah. It's another 10.
Okay. Doesn't work.
Let's see. What do I can multi-attack, I suppose. Yeah, that's the two strength checks should probably count. Yeah, I guess that ends my turn.
Okay. Next up is Jinx. You see Jinx sort of stare straight forward at Rock Crusher, but he has this even more growing, sinister smile, and you can hear him begin to growl. And then you begin to hear Sizu growl as well. And Sizu's eyes dart directly over to Virtue. And it almost reminds you of the very first time back with Spine at the very beginning of this season that Rock Crusher stared at you, getting ready to pounce and maul your face off. It doesn't seem to be as extreme. She doesn't gain features. She doesn't change at all. She's looking at you, but you see her body is trying to keep still.
For the love of God, kill this fucking fish.
And you see her begin to get on all fours and lunge towards you. However, she stops in her tracks right here and then just stares at you. You could see the red slowly growing on her even more and even faster than before, but you also see the blue streak on her back slowly turning into this purple color and glowing. But she isn't attacking you. And it seems that is pissing Jinx off. But next up is Otto.
I'm gonna tell Daichi to stay there. I have the pseudo dragon stay with Daichi as well as I'm gonna go up to Virtue.
Okay, so your movement is how much again?
40.
Ah.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, that works. Actually, come be the right next to you. Other side. And I want to make sure I do this right. And a 30-foot cone. Okay, I'm going to use fear. Anyone within. Actually, yeah, anyone within 30 feet.
It's like no one. Just Sizu.
And we're doing this to make sure no one gets too. If anyone comes within that range, then there's gonna be a problem.
You'd probably know by now that as a barbarian, as a sort of big dragon man, you're generally sort of immune to certain status effects.
I know you're immune to charm, if I remember.
Yeah.
And frightened. I know that one.
Yeah.
Charmed, frightened, and I don't think you can be put to sleep.
It probably could be. But I think generally those fall under charm effects.
Right, then I might. We're still attacking a cage. I'm more worried about Sizu. I'm still gonna cast it for now. So I need a wisdom saving throw.
From Sisu.
Yes.
A 16.
It fails. While frightened, spell must take a dash action and move away from by the safest available route on each of its turns, unless it has nowhere to move.
Okay, I will consider that.
And then I need to double check something. Traits, classes. Why not suppose actions? I don't need that. And I will end my turn there.
Okay. Oh, next up is Sisu. Sisu looks at you both and then immediately turns her head over to Rock Crusher and starts lunging, dashing towards him, running directly to him and latching onto his side, digging deeply in her claws. And something very strange happens when the two sort of interact with each other. I'll describe them one at a time, but first you sort of see Sisu calm down. Her teeth are less gritted, her eyes are less bloodshot, and the glowing on her back is fading, and the red has stopped as she sort of like comes to her senses, realizing she's right on top of this massive dragon. And then for Rock Crusher, you see him sort of shriek around as if he's trying to get Sisu off of him. But after a few seconds, you realize that it's because he has shrunk. Still bigger than normal, but he has shrunk. And he has calmed down a little bit more. Still.
Phase 2 then.
Yes.
Alright.
I think I don't know where phase 2 went.
I've got it. It's in DMs.
Okay.
It's from a while back.
And it seems that he has calmed down ever so slightly. And Jinx just goes, what contortion bullshit is this? And she's like, what the fuck? Very, very
All
upset.
All he needed was a hug.
But Sisu sort of stays onto Rock Crusher, but moves onto his back as it's harder for him to attack her that way. But she is still on Rock Crusher. Doesn't attack him.
It's a rodeo.
Doesn't attack him, but it seems like she has an idea. But
I hope she's taking lessons in bull riding.
Next up is Virtue.
For real?
Alright, okay. You said Virtue.
Yes.
It took a few seconds to load what you said. Okay. So... I'm thinking. Okay.
We have so much time to think and more.
I know. I think I'm gonna take I'm gonna do a little strategy. I'm going to double. I'm gonna use my action and my bonus action to dash, and so I can move up to 90 feet. Yeah, and I'm gonna move right here. So like, let me not forget right there. There.
Nice, nice.
And to note, I still have Sanctuary and my turn will end there.
Mm-hmm.
Did everyone die? Or
No.
I'm waiting for you.
Just waiting.
Oh, I said I end my turn there, didn't I?
Oh. Okay.
Oh, I heard it. That's
Gotcha.
what I was thinking.
I didn't hear it.
Okay.
Okay, next up is Daichi. You see Daichi pick up or start to fly in. Oh, maybe? Oh my god, it's like kind of perfect. You see her fly, gain this confidence in herself, and immediately like pump herself up, like, you got this, you got this, you got this. And with the amulet high in the air, she dashes, using her flight to help her, all the way right here.
Let's go.
And then she throws her body against Rock Crusher, allowing the amulet to collide basically exactly in his chest. And Rock Crusher, can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Using the phase 2.
Yes.
Alright, it's a straight D20 roll then. 9.
Oh my god. The rest of you, well, not Virtue, kind of in a weird angle, but Otto, you can see this amulet. As soon as it touches onto Rock Crusher's chest, it glows this blue color. And immediately you see Rock Crusher halt. And it doesn't seem very dramatic, but he just stands there, kind of shocked, as he slowly morphs down to size, and Sizu falls off of his back. Both of them are no longer... we could say the curse is no longer inflicting them.
Let's go.
I can imagine Jinx pissed.
Nice. Very nice. Very, very good. Very nice.
You sound excited.
Well, yeah, everything's working. Everything's coming up Rock Crusher.
Well, sure is, because it's your turn next.
Let's go. Am I still raging?
No.
I'm so calm. So zen.
Yeah. If anything, you're a little shocked, but...
Alright, well, I'm gonna get myself angry again.
You're like, oh, I guess that happened. And then immediately turn around in a rage.
Yeah. Let me see. Oh, give me a second. That should be a free. Okay. Alright, still got the Berserker Blood Axe out. It's gonna be 2 Reckless Weapon Master attacks against fucking Fishman. Oh, I move.
Oh,
Wait, you
no,
took
I-
out the blood axe?
he did.
Oh, yeah.
He
I
did.
Okay, I can't seem to be able to move myself
Oh.
without, like, dragging the screen as well.
Let me help. There you go.
Thank you. Okay, so I would advise you guys to, like, maybe get some distance. I said I was gonna do it. It's a Hail Mary. Okay, this guy fucking sucks. Alright, the first one is gonna be a soft 20, and then
That hits.
27.
That also hits.
Alright, give me a second. It's been a while since I've used this thing. Nice, that's max damage on that one. That's pretty good. 22 plus 16 plus 20 plus 6 for rage plus 2d6. Yeah. 71 damage.
Okay. You with that Berserker Axe. It's a match made in heaven.
Yeah, well, it has its benefits, but obviously, you know, it's also got some drawbacks.
A few. Can't think of it. Actually, I can't think of any, you know?
I mean, drawbacks, rollbacks, right?
Is that the end of
that
your
ends my turn. Yes.
Okay. You see Jinx smile slowly turn into an absolute frown as you see him
Cry. Falls on his knees and cries.
No. He turns into smoke.
Not again.
Reappears right here.
Interesting.
And he looks directly at Sizu and says, Guardians, fucking damn it! Why do you always have to mess things up? I could have helped you, you poor little thing, but look at where your life has led, refusing my help. Well, fine. If you want to be that way and ruin everything, I can do that. I can do that. But it isn't me that has to do it this time.
Shut up, nerd.
Your little organization, the Arrow, within the next 3 hours, is about to be blown out. You might want to go there, all right? And while you do, make sure you don't reveal your secret, you traitor. And you see Jinx evaporate into a purple mist and float into the air. You see that it gathers around Cinderburn's cage, and it seems to sort of cause the creature to start yank and thrash around more. Sizu, trying not to think of what Jinx just said, runs over to try and tame the creature, to calm him down. She reaches her hand through the bars to touch the creature's head as it's trying to move, but instead of pushing into her embrace like it did before, it retracts away from her. It hurts it, and it hurts Sizu as well. She clutches onto her side and runs from the cage as far away as she can get. The less sporadic Cinderburn feels, the farther she gets, and the more Sizu begins to feel better. Not great, but better. And combat is over.
And I am immediately sending the pseudo-drag fast as I can to start heading back towards the area, back underground.
Jinx just completely disappeared.
Yes.
We should probably start running. I'm gonna say this now.
Fucking pussy-ass fucking fish.
I know how you feel now. Bitch is a jerk.
Yeah. Shut up. Thank you for doing, I don't know, whatever that was. But...
I don't either. I was in a weird state of mind. Just the first thing I thought of when I couldn't get closer to Otto, I ran towards you and it was making me feel better.
Aw. That's very nice.
Don't take it like a compliment. Both of us were insane.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Otto's gonna raise her hand and be like, I don't want to pity anyone, but we should probably start running.
I mean, you said we got 3 hours. It's for fucking ages.
I say we start running. More time, the better.
More time they can prepare.
Like a short
Yeah,
rest.
so I was like gonna whistle for the pseudo dragons to start like booking it back. But is gonna give one of them the order to go to the back to the party if they're able to.
Okay. You see, Daichi is getting ready to hightail it out of here, but Sizu doesn't really move. It seems like she's been injured more than she'd like to admit. Just go without me. I know you don't trust me, but it'd be better if I'm here, keeping it at bay if I can.
Okay. One of the super dragons are gonna stay here. If you need anything, just tell them to contact one of the others.
Yes. She sort of tries to move over but falls down to the ground a little bit, but she gets back up. moving closer to the cage as she's trying to talk to it in that same odd language that you haven't heard before.
Cool,
I'm gonna quickly, before we leave, bring out first aid or my herbal kit and leave it with her, trusting she knows what to do with it.
She just gives you a nod and continues to try and calm this creature down in this language.
And I'm booking you out of here.
Yeah, fucking zooming. Full dash.
Virtue?
Yep.
I'll follow.
Okay.
You can try.
Well, not as fast. You do follow.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm heading to like that place where I know the arrow cave is.
Remember, we might
Yes.
have to teleport out. Do not run into the force field.
Well, I guess we'll deal with that next session.
Woo.